What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Scene Invaders podcast. This is episode 444. I am Chad. We also have Mr. Coach Dave, if you're nasty.
Howdy, how is everybody?
Good. Also, Mr. Brad from Canada.
How's it going, eh?
That's the only name you need to be nasty for Brad, actually. It's just Mr. Brad from Canada because you're nasty, basically. That's how that goes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
Okay, right, and not disagreeing. And also Miss Carly.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So last week, I had a blast recasting Clue. That shit was so much fun, unexpectedly fun, and probably the most fun recasting we had done. So we wanted to recast something else this week. So we're going to recast the Lord of the Rings, guys. After that, we'll get into what we watched this past week. And most of us saw Weapons, so we're going to talk about that at the end of the show. So definitely stick around for that if you've seen the movie, because we are going to talk spoilers for Weapons.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so recasting Lord of the Rings. So last week, Brad was unable to make slides, so we made him the judge. And we thought that sounded like a pretty fun format going forward with these. So one person each week, anytime we do a casting like this, is going to sit out and rate which movie they would like to see the most based on how everybody else recast it. That person can make slides if they'd like to share at the end, but it's not a requirement. They're mostly just here to listen and give an outcome at the end, and that is going to be me today, guys. And let me tell you why. I am not a big fan of Lord of the Rings. That's probably going to not sit well with some people because I know everybody really loves it, and I've seen all the movies. I appreciate what they are. I think they're beautifully made movies that I saw once and don't really ever care to see again. They're just not for me. So
I think I'm in the same boat, honestly.
Yeah, they're beautiful and they're lovely and well made.
I enjoyed them for what they were. I mean, I tried to read the book in high school. It didn't land with me. I don't know if I just was not in the.
I've always heard the book is a difficult read.
The sword and sorcery thing, and I like sword and sorcery, but it didn't do it for me. I think the most I enjoyed was the animated thing they did with the rotoscope many years ago. And that scared the hell out of me.
The Leonard Nimoy song.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Watch that, Chad. You'll like that.
Okay, that I could probably get into. I would watch these movies again. Okay, I'm into that. But yeah, starting us off tonight with their casting, and I already told everybody in the group chat that I'm going to be upset if Jacob Tremblay is not on someone's list here tonight. I have a feeling he will probably make it. He seems to weasel his way into everyone's list. And it's just a staple now as far as I'm concerned. But Mr. Coach Dave, if you're nasty, is starting us off tonight. We're going to bring his slides up to the screen. Slowly but surely, man.
So ChatGPT has been
Gotta love it.
been a pain in my butt with oh no, this violates our copyright laws. So my title card is Scene Invaders recast a film that might resemble a movie that was made on the text of a book that could have been Lord of the Rings.
Fair enough. Wow. Fair enough.
It's a mouthful, but yeah,
Okay.
It works.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I kind of like it actually, and it's kind of like
It's about as long as the movie.
Yes.
Okay, real.
Less walking, more text.
Got a lot of people walking in that scene, and a very
I
small
think
horse.
There's one too many. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think there's one too many in there.
It's kind of serving Lion King colors.
Yeah, there you go.
Crossover,
Right.
the unexpected crossover that nobody knew they needed. Lord of the Rings.
So, yeah, this was a complicated one and hard to do, so I didn't get to do my normal. Here's who it was. Here's who it will be. So it will be a more audio thing, but we'll start with the beginning.
Fair enough.
My Aragorn is Henry Cavill.
Okay.
You
I
know,
want to watch this movie already.
I mean, listen, Vigo.
You're really trying to win this? No, I'm just kidding.
Vigo is the king, but you need somebody who just has that gravitas of you could be the drifter that doesn't want the responsibility, but ultimately assumes it.
Fair enough. I like it.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Great choice.
He's of course very handsome. I have a feeling there.
A little bit.
Oh, he is. He's so handsome.
Look at those
Ready
eyes.
for your next one, Sarah?
Go ahead.
All right.
My Gandalf is Jeremy
Ooh.
Irons.
That's a
Nice.
good one.
The
Yeah.
voice of Scar, like he's 90% voice.
Lion King.
and
Yeah, it's a
just
crossover from Lion King.
yeah, there's
Oh my god,
there's
what?
our cinematic crossover.
It's meant to be, guys.
Uh-huh.
And he's
Nathan
in
Lane's
that
gonna be next.
dignified era of his of his career. I thought about somehow like, oh, maybe we'll bring Daniel Day-Lewis into this, but I think this is more age appropriate.
It's a
That's
great
cool.
choice. I really like
Yes.
it. All right.
Frodo. So Frodo, I think you can't have an actor that overshines anybody else.
Okay.
He has to be like he can't be A-list. He has to be second tier.
Okay.
So I chose Asia Butterfield, who was a kid actor in a ton of stuff, but has been doing more adult work, playing a teenager in the Sex Education series.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I love the look. The look is great.
He has
Yeah.
boyish charm, who can show angst, and so I think he is good for the Carrier of the Ring.
Okay.
And that looks like a really comfortable shirt he's wearing.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna make this a fashion podcast, guys. Brad on fashion, like.
Oh yeah, my too tight camo shirt because I'm got fat.
Hey man, hot dogs are good. Nachos are
fatter.
pretty good. Oh,
My
always-
Samwise, Barry Keegan. To me, Sam has to carry one of the hardest jobs in the entire. He has to be the rock that basically keeps pushing Frodo, and he has to remain like good and kind-hearted, but still kind of pushing everything through. So he is like, I think you need an actor with this level of experience for this role.
I'm a
And
huge
insecurity. Like
Hmm?
Samwise was also very insecure,
Yes.
and which was weird. He was the insecure rock.
And that's the thing is like Keegan is not as classically attractive as someone like Asia Butterfield, but
Sure.
he can. I think he can play the second fiddle that is actually doing the most work.
And he's always a pleasure to watch. I even enjoyed him in Eternals.
Mhm.
So,
He was good in Eternals.
I Merry and Pippin. So these are your jesters, your jokesters, your kind of bouncing around, almost your R2D2 and C3PO, your oh gosh, who was Roth and who's the Shakespeareans guys? Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Guildenstern. So I also with hobbits, they can look like they're 16 or they can look like they're 60.
okay.
So
Just like that guy.
just like both of these guys.
Just like both of
Yeah.
these guys.
Like they both play teenagers, but could both play 40-year-olds and no problem.
Mhm.
Right.
I think they
Facts.
could have a good back and forth between the two and ultimately keep everything light. But when you separate them, still be able to carry enough.
That's cool.
Well done. Very good, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry for the audio people. Mary is Joe Keery from Stranger Things, and Pippin is Skylar. It was a Gassando.
Cassandra.
Most
What's he
recent-
from?
He's
Yeah.
from Superman. He was
Oh, yes.
Olsen.
Jimmy
He's
Olsen.
been-
Yes.
Jimmy Olsen. He was in the most recent McBride
He's in
comedy
Santa
thing.
Clarita Diet.
Yeah, Santa Clarita.
He looks like what?
He was in the Santa Clarita Diet.
Oh. Okay.
Whatever.
I've never seen that.
Righteous
Fun.
Gemstones. He's one of the kids in that too.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's true.
Well done, sir. I knew he looked familiar. It was definitely Superman that I was thinking of.
All right, next we have Legolas. You need a pretty man to be Legolas, and you, as the Elvins are, they are thin, wispy, graceful. So I grabbed Jacob Elordi. So we're going to have a Saltburn reunion
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Saltburn.
where, like, I think you can blonde him up, and I definitely think you can point the ears, and he will be able to maintain the grace of an elf.
He's got that
Agreed.
chin.
I love Jacob Elordi. He's in Wuthering Heights, right?
Yeah, which is the more I hear about it,
I heard about that movie and it sounds fucking crazy. So I'm pretty much here for it.
I didn't hear about that. What's going on with that?
Oh dear.
it's dabbling with an X at this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, not like an
Okay.
X, but an X.
Yeah, like a rating. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
the boundaries.
Cool.
Interesting.
I'm down.
My Gimli is Ray Winstone. You need your very bearish, gravelly voice. You need when the guy says something, when he says it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah.
And I think the Gimli character just lends itself to almost a classic British person. I thought about Gleason, not Domhnall Gleeson, but the other one. Brendan. I thought about Brendan, but it was just like he's just too old, and it would just be weird.
He's too round.
Yeah, exactly. Where Winstone seems like a short tank of a guy that would just seems like the guy that is the bouncer at the bar without being the bouncer at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, he looks like he means business.
He'd keep score as he was killing people.
He looks like I want to walk up to him and be like, I got a bad grade on my report card. Oh my God. Nobody's taking my microphone away yet. Jesus. Okay.
Bromir. So you need someone who's going to give Aragon basically a run where it's like it has to be classically rugged, classically have that look, but ultimately will lose out to Aragon because, well, he won't be around. But so I took the very chiseled Luke Evans for
Okay.
this.
That's a
Excellent.
good look.
You're killing this, bro.
No
For
kidding,
real.
man.
I know.
Really good.
Arwen. So the love interest of Aragon, it needs to be. So I went with a lot of like the Irish looking actresses because they need to almost look like they come from the forest type thing.
Mhm.
And like she has to be ageless while Henry Cavill ages. Did I get that right, Carly?
Yeah.
She has to be ageless.
Yeah, she's
Well,
immortal.
Well, I mean,
right?
Henry Cavill's character does age, but it's like he's
But
like
it's
super.
slower.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
It takes him
Um,
longer.
but she has to be classic, and she's basically maintained for about 20 years the same level of
No,
just
she's-
beauty. So like again, I can see her really kind of. I think I have her a little older than the books might, but I'm fine with it. Rebecca Ferguson as Arwen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She could definitely
That's
play younger.
This is the Liv Tyler role in the films.
Well, how old was Arwen?
I think she was like 21 or 22. She
Oh,
was very
okay.
young.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she was like wicked.
Oh
old.
no! I don't know about the book. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Liv Tyler.
Yeah, yeah. In the
Yeah,
movie,
no.
I'm
I
saying
mean,
she's
I
like-
mean,
I have
the
no idea.
character.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't
She's
read
like
the
2,000
book.
years old or something.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but,
okay.
but she's more ageless. It's kind of like you never know how old the elves are.
Okay. I just feel
It could
2000.
be barely legal.
Okay, right, guys. Barely legal.
Gandriel, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but this was the Kate Blanchett character. So this is every time you see her, that you see a kind of part of her face, but it's almost like
Then a halo.
who is the creator of The View? Barbara Wawa.
Oh,
So Barbara
yeah.
Wawa. Every
Wah,
time
wah,
she
wah.
would, Barbara Wawa, whenever she would show up on The View, whenever they would cut to her, it would be the Vaseline lens,
Yeah,
where it would
yeah.
just kind of blur her face. So this is the type of thing where every time you see Kate Blanchett, they almost have like a filter on it,
Mhm.
as she is. It's more of like a spirit person.
Yeah, kind of.
She has an essence.
Yes,
Yes.
She's very
There you go.
ethereal.
Yeah,
yes,
that's really cool.
and I
good word,
think that definitely Tilly Swinton can give you that that ghostly next level of existence.
She's one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah, she's
Love her.
awesome.
And then finally, Jacob Kirby as Gollum.
Of course.
Thank God. Oh my God. Brilliant. Excellent.
That will be all I have for
Okay.
for the Fellowship of the Ring.
This side by side, though, guys, if you're listening on
That's
audio, go to YouTube.
Really
ridiculous.
You see
creepy.
this side by
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh my God. Amazing. Okay, well done. That was a hell of a
Beautiful.
start, sir.
Yes,
My God.
Very good.
All right. So Miss Carly is next.
Yeah.
Recast Lord of the Rings. Carly does. All right.
Yeah. All right. So for Boromir,
Okay.
we originally had Sean Bean, which
I love
fantastic
this
in the role, but I think Glenn Powell would do a wonderful job, especially since his kind of character is not really like Top Gun Maverick in that way, but I think that he could play the guy that kind of goes bad and then is able to kind of redeem himself. And really, his actions are very important in the overall story. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I didn't even realize that until Trey told me that today. So,
Oh, okay.
so he's like, yeah, you got to think about it that way. I was like, oh, okay, sure. So yeah, I think Glenn Powell would be a great Boromir.
He has a very
Love it.
redeemable face.
That's it.
Yes.
He's got a look that he could do some shitty things, but in the end, you kind of be okay with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're always
I would
gonna
cry
love a
over
cap-
his death.
You always
Okay,
love a
right.
capybara.
Damn right.
Real.
Okay, so for Gimli,
I love
Who- originally was John Rhys Davies. I have Christopher Hivja. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Could be.
He played Tormund Giantsbane in Game of Thrones, and I just kind of feel like his character in Game of Thrones is already kind of like the Gimli character, kind of playful. I would just really love to see the back and forth between his character and then the next character, which I picked for Legolas,
Okay.
which is Austin Butler.
Oh,
I think
great
he is.
photo too.
Look
He
at that
is.
picture.
Look, he looks even better than Orlando Bloom. Look how pretty
Mhm.
Orlando Bloom was.
For
But
real.
Yes.
what I love about this is the fact that Orlando Bloom had to wear blue contacts in the original movie, and they bothered his eyes so much that apparently, I think, like in the subsequent movies, he's like not wearing them anymore, so he has brown
Oh, wow.
eyes again.
Okay.
So I
He
thought
was
that
like,
was
you know
funny.
what?
He's like,
That
fuck
is
these
funny.
contacts.
Yeah.
But Austin
I'm Orlando
Butler,
Bloom.
yeah, Austin Butler's got the baby blue eyes. So, and he's even prettier. So I really feel like he would do a very great job playing Legolas, and again have that great chemistry with Christopher Hivja, or
Hell yeah.
Hivja, whatever his name is.
Excellent.
Wow.
Well done, Carly.
Thank you. All right, so for Aragorn, which again nobody can replace Vigo.
No.
No.
He's the best. He was Aragorn. But if I was going to cast anybody, the closest thing would be Henry Cavill.
Okay.
And we know that he's already played a reluctant hero role in Immortals. I also feel like he's proven himself as well that he could put everything into portraying the character as faithful to the source material as possible.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Is this from The Witcher, this image?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Okay. Well done. Very good.
Thank you.
Popular choice.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Uh-huh. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Jacob Tremblay. I would like to play Frodo. And
I like this choice a
I do
lot,
too.
honestly.
you know, like Coach said, this choice won't outshine anyone else. I don't think it will. I think this.
No.
But yeah, I would like to see him in that role. I also thought it was pretty funny that if he were to make the movie now, he would be the same age that Elijah Wood was when he
wow.
made the original Lord of the Rings.
Even better.
Yeah.
Excellent. Jacob Tremblay is always a welcome face on this show.
Yes, friend of the show. All right, so for Sam, I have Dylan O'Brien.
Okay.
I really like him. You might recognize him from the Maze Runner series. He's also in Teen
Oh,
Wolf,
okay.
Love and Monsters. And actually, I feel like he would channel his character from Love and Monsters because he's kind of plays a way out of his element character, but refuses to give up. He's got tons of heart. So I really think that he would do a great job embodying that character.
I agree.
Well done.
Thank you. All right, so for Mary, I have Jack Raynor, and you may know him from Midsummer
Oh,
and
yes.
Sing Street.
Okay.
So he's already played a mentor type role in Sing Street, and I like him as an actor, so I think he just deserves more work to begin with. I always like
Yeah.
seeing him in things, so I think he'd be a great Mary.
He was
Yep.
great in Midsummer.
Midsommar,
Yes.
whatever. That's
Yeah, he's
that's
got to go
wicked-
through it.
That's wicked horror, isn't it?
He really, it's a slow burn for sure, but by the time it burns, it sure as fuck burns. And boy,
Okay,
yeah,
because I've heard a lot, and I'm trying to weave some horror movies into my repertoire. But
I will
I've
say
heard that
that
this
Pretty
is
disturbing.
it is.
Okay.
It's
more
but
disturbing than
it's-
scary.
I would say definitely
yes.
that. It's not necessarily
Okay.
scary.
Yeah.
It is also, I think, like 2.5 hours or 2 hours and probably two.
Yeah,
and
it's
a half.
kind of long. You're like,
anything. I got nothing going on. I don't know why I have this thing that it has to be an hour and a half. Like, what else you doing? You're not doing
Or
that.
there's a
Most of
director's
it.
cut that's like 2 hours and 50 minutes or something like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can
Oh,
get the
wow.
extra
That
long
one.
version, which I saw both, and I actually like the theatrical version better personally.
oh, good. Then he's used to being in super long movies, so he'll be even
Yeah.
better.
He's ready to go, man. Ready to go.
Yep. All right. So then we have his buddy Pippin. And listen, I just want to see Timothy Chalamet deliver the line, "What about second breakfast?" I really do. I do.
That's all we
He
need
usually-
from you, Tim.
Yeah, he plays more serious roles. I mean, like, I want to see him. I want to see him do this. I think he'd do
Yeah.
a good
What about second Kardashian?
job.
Right. And speaking
Yeah,
of
funny
the new trailer today came out for Marty Supreme that's coming out on Christmas with Timothy Chalamet. So maybe he's coming for an Oscar this
Yeah,
year.
that was weird.
Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
I may want to discuss that a little later. That was
Yeah.
a little. Hmm.
I did watch the trailer and I was like,
I did. I was curious by one of the castings, but
Okay.
okay.
interesting. All right.
All right, so for Gandalf, this is like just like a I don't know. This is a crazy choice. I would just love to see Willem Dafoe play Gandalf.
Good.
I think he can do a wizened type character. I would love to see him in a fake beard, the fake long hair. And he's also something of a wizard himself. So
God.
So good.
I'm a fan of Willem Dafoe. Anything he's
Yeah.
in,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
for
hell
it.
yeah.
I'm here.
all right, so Gollum. Don't laugh. Listen. Okay, she's got those big, beautiful blue eyes, but that's not
Oh,
the reason
eyes.
why
Yes,
she was
got it.
picked.
Eyes.
Yes, and big, beautiful bosoms as well. She does have those.
Unlike
But
Gollum.
she also she does have the big, beautiful blue eyes, but actually I think she could I really like her comedic work. I think she could pull off the voice acting and of course the motion capture work, especially after seeing her performance in the hallway scene in Together. She tried to do as much of her stunts as she possibly could because
Hell
she
yeah.
wanted that scene to really, I guess, be very effective, and it was very effective.
It was.
But yeah, you may know Alison Brie from Community or the canceled far before its time Glow.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's great. I love her.
I wanted an end. I wanted an end to that so bad.
I did too. I was so sad.
Was that the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like the first season was so good.
It's
And
so
then
good.
I just wanted an ending, and they just
Yeah.
kind of just left him hanging.
Yeah, they flaked out.
Thanks,
on it.
Netflix. I mean,
hmm
we know how they roll.
Yeah,
King
3
of the
seasons and a cancel.
That's right.
All right. So for Saruman, I have Rafe
Whoa.
Fiennes.
The always
good.
welcome Rafe Fiennes.
Yes, I think that obviously we've seen him play a lot of bad guys. We've also seen him play good guys, and I just would love to see him tackle both of those roles in the same movie.
Yeah. He's so amazing. My God.
He's
That
even
was
got a
cool.
similar
Every-
nose. Look at that nose. Look,
Yeah.
For sure. The look is great, and I mean he can act his way through
his
it.
ass off.
So, yeah, real.
Okay, so for Galadriel, I have Gwendolyn Christie, and
I like
she
that.
played Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I picked her. She's tall. She's elegant. I think she could pull off the ethereal kind of look. And she even has, kind of a deep voice, kind of like Cate Blanchett as well. So I definitely think that she would be a fantastic choice for this role.
She's a stunner. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's
always
super
liked her.
tall too. All right, so for Arwen, I have Kaya
Oh.
Scodelario.
Okay.
You may know her from Crawl, that killer.
Yeah.
What's it
Alligator.
called? Alligator movie, and the Gentleman TV show. She was also on that. I don't think that I like Liv Tyler. She's gorgeous, but I don't think there was much acting involved for her in the role. So I think
Sure.
Kaya would do a much better job, and I think she's prettier. But yeah,
She's beautiful. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The look
I think
is on
yeah.
point, bro.
and I think that's
I
it.
called you bruh. It's fine.
That's fine. I'm a bro.
Shit, you are a bruh. Honorary bruh. Excellent. That was super. You're making this really hard, guys. Am I willing to watch Lord of the Rings again with any of these recastings? Maybe. Let's go.
Maybe.
Now, it's Mr. Brad from Canada. And I've already seen the image.
Yeah, well,
image for this.
I didn't cast as many you guys as I cast not as many. I don't know why my picture's given the finger there. I did not have I did the Chat GPT and I did not give the finger. It just did it for me. But
That
I have all my
is-
fingers.
Is that
Pretty
the way
great.
the hand works? Wait,
I mean,
I'm trying
yeah.
to like. Shouldn't the thumb be on the thumb? Should be on the ins. No, it's on the
No,
outside.
No, that's right. Yeah.
It's just the way it's twisted. It's
Brad's just got really flexible joints. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not all that's flexible.
Whoa.
Take my. Yeah, okay. All right. We're moving on to the first one.
All right. For Frodo, I did Kit Connor.
Hmm.
He's kind of a lesser actor, and I think for Frodo, you need kind of an unknown lesser guy that you want to root for, and you won't get that aggravated when you realize that Frodo trips every 8 seconds in the Lord of the Rings movies. I mean, I think a stunt player played Frodo more than Elijah did because that freaking Hobbit is wiping out every 5 seconds.
I bet it was
I
those
just saw it.
huge Hobbit feet.
Shouldn't that help? Shouldn't that help give you like a little bit? Like nothing should be able to knock you over, but he takes a step and he's always wiping out. But, yeah. Kit Connor, I think he just got the sad eyes kind of look.
It's a great look. Faux show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
For Sam, I went with Cooper Hoffman because, like we said, I think he has the stick-to-itiveness, kind of like a bit of
Sure.
a stalwart, but he also, for the Hobbits, did a lot of the eyes that they can pull off sad eyes, and Cooper Hoffman is probably a little older, but I don't know, he's such a good actor. He
He has a very hobbity face.
Yes.
That's
like it.
the other thing. Sam needed a round face so that Shmuel would call him fat every 10 seconds. I'm joking.
Is this so? Forgive me, guys. Is this the one that eats the little bread that makes you super full? You know what I'm talking about? Am I even in the right
No.
movie?
No,
Yeah,
I think that's what I think you're thinking of. It's either Pippin or Mary. It's one of those two.
Okay.
Maybe it's both
They
of
were
them.
hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
cast those two.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
I didn't
okay.
cast those two.
Pippin and Mary.
I cast the ones that I remembered.
Get fucked, Pippin and Mary.
Right.
Kidding.
That's what that finger was for.
Okay, right. That's exactly it. It was like, you know what, Pippin and Mary.
I know 3 Lord of the Rings people, and here they are. No.
Oh.
So for Gimli, I went with Bryan Cranston
Mm,
Like it.
because
I do too.
he's got that. He can really lower his voice and be authoritative, and I think that's kind of Gimli is. And he's also can be rather comedic if you've seen him in any of the things. Well, Bryan
Sure.
Cranston can do anything. So if they said, "Hey, you're this guy now," he'd be like, "Sure," and he'd pull it off really well.
From
He's
one
got
of
the
the
beard.
few television series I've actually seen.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Breaking Bad, which I love. It's
Good
awesome.
one.
Seinfeld.
He's been a lot. Now I didn't go for Henry Cavill, and I'm really
Oh.
regretting it.
Aw.
Oh,
So I'm like,
I do like this actor though.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cosmo Jarvis. He was awesome in Warfare, but did you guys watch Shogun?
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't he the guy that was in that? The American,
Yeah,
well,
he
not
was
American, was he Portuguese?
he was the
or
Richard
something?
Chamberlain
Yeah.
in Shogun. And you want to talk cool voices? This
Mhm.
guy has got the coolest, most gravelly, sexy voice
Okay.
that
It's
I
a pretty
think
good one.
Aragon kind of needs, just because he's got that swagger. And yeah,
I like his look too. Great job, Brad.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yep.
There you go.
This was
Okay.
kind of an easy one to
Yeah.
cast Austin Butler as Legolas, because he said he's thin, he's wispy, he's beautiful, but
Mhm.
the picture you had, Carly, is so much better.
That was a great, that was a great find for
So
sure.
awesome. Yeah. And I was
Carly's
looking
like the
for-
casting director of the show.
No kidding.
Well, hey, Trey helped me as well. It wasn't all just me. I don't want to take all the
Thank
credit.
you, Trey.
Yes.
But I will say that I'm kind of happy that they're both pulling the same kind of face
Mhm.
in my side by side.
No, it's great. It's a.
With the
I
thin
mean,
lips
I
and
love his
such.
look for this. Very,
Yeah.
very good.
And I think
You're
I only have
killing it.
one left.
Okay.
No, two
Oh.
left. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's one after this.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! It just
For
hit me.
Gollum, I did Bill Hader, who is, my God, quite the impressionist and a very physical actor. He like gangly and moves and is just so expressive. And Gollum he's not really like crazy over the top, but I think he should be. I think he would be scarier if he moved a little more spastic.
Okay.
Because, I mean, Gollum's scary as hell and rather unpredictable. But if you just add a few twitches and for no reason some arm spasms, like you would be like, "Whoa, get this thing away from me!"
Okay. Right.
You wouldn't be tying a rope around his neck and bringing him along with you. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Real.
And Bill Hader, like I said, the guy can do any voice, so I'm assuming he can do a pretty cool Gollum voice
Very
and
good.
put his own inflection on it.
I like it, homie.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more you said, right?
One more.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
I do
Curious
like this.
choice, but I pick Keanu Reeves to play any old man now.
I think that's fair enough.
I don't know what he would do with it, but I need to see it. I need to see. I need the John Wick voice saying "You shall not pass."
Oh my god, you.
No, I need the
shall
Willem
not.
Dafoe saying that.
Oh my god, that's really good.
That'd be
Sorry.
good too.
Gandalf, be excellent to each other.
Oh,
To each
no.
other.
That's
Very
awesome.
good.
Love
I
it.
So
really
yeah,
like
my casting was short, like the movies I like to watch.
Okay, there it is. Excellent choices, guys. And just because it was like right in my face again, I have to do this one more time because oh my god.
Oh.
Oh god,
It's
that's
so
nightmare
good.
fuel. That is nightmare fuel right there. Yeah, I
We
know
definitely
that
gave me a lot-
I'm X'd out because I didn't pick Jacob Tremblay. I'm assuming he's going to bring sandwiches to everybody.
Mhm.
And,
He's craft
my
services.
He is.
That's right.
Yeah, I like it.
He's
Yeah,
friend of
yeah.
every show.
Yes.
Lots to think about. I'll announce my winner at the end of the show, guys, after we talk about weapons. But for now, we are going to talk about what everybody watched this week. And we're going to go in the same order that we did with the recast. So we are starting off with Mr. Coach, Coach Dave, if you're nasty. Mr. Coach, Coach Dave, if you're nasty. What did you watch this week?
So I lived my poultry life, and I started watching Weapons, but didn't quite make it through. We'll address that more.
More thoughts on that later.
So I came in, and I was already at the theater, so I was just like, "Well, I have the unlimited card, so I will see the next best, not next best thing." But it actually got really good reviews, and it's called Sketch.
I know of this.
It
I know of this
is
too.
interesting because the studio that makes it, Angel Studios, has been historically kind of religious fare
Mhm.
and kind of just not great films, but also they have a couple of things that have been very polarizing, let's say.
Yeah.
So part of me was just like, but it had such good ratings, and this is actually a PG movie, but I don't think it's necessarily it's a kids movie, but it's not a kids movie.
Not a little kids movie, maybe.
Not a little kids movie. They should be kind of more older kids. But the basic story is you have a family unit of a mother, father, daughter, son. The kids are, I think they represent maybe like 11 and 7, something around that, with the boy being an older brother and a younger daughter. The mother passes away, and they are all dealing with the trauma of that. Oh. The father and the son basically shut down and, kind of compress everything in, where the daughter, it's brought up in school that she is drawing disturbing images.
Oh,
so okay. It's not like teenager disturbing images, but it's very kind of crudely drawn monsters and stuff like that.
Okay.
She comes upon a magical lake on the way home from school, and her drawings, as one does, and her drawings find themselves in the lake, and the monsters that she drew, a young girl's sketchbook falls into a strange pond. Her drawings come to life, chaotic, real, and on the loose. As the town descends into chaos, her family must reunite and stop the monsters that never meant to unleash.
I had literally no idea what this was about, so not what I expected. Wow.
The CGI is amazing.
Okay.
Like for a budget studio and a kids movie, there's things that it's just like weird squiggly colors, and there's arms and there's eyeballs, but this thing just crushes things because that's what it does.
Okay.
There's all these little spider eyeball, there's these pink things with 3 eyes and an eyeball, and they just run all over the place. Wow. And it's all of her drawings are coming to light and attacking things and destroying things, and she kind of has backstories for all the other things, and it's kind of like her family needs to get back together to try and fix the situation.
That's an elaborate
way to
get your family back together.
Apparently this was a pet project of Tony Hale, and he's him from Arrested Development and Veep, and I think he actually financially backed a lot of this. He's in it, as well as another female adult lead who's kind of trying to help the family is Darcy Carden, who I always liked. She plays the robot on A Good Place, if anybody knows that one.
Okay.
I'm trying to conjure the image. I know her. Was she in Barry?
She was in Barry, yes.
Yes.
Natalie Greer in Barry. She was in A League of Their Own. She's a bigger woman, but very funny.
Okay.
There were some scary moments of this where kids were crying in the theaters.
Oh shit!
Did you leave that movie?
I did not leave this one.
Weapons?
Okay.
No. I did.
Go back to Weapons.
Yeah, I went back to. So I left Weapons, went there, got scared by the cartoon characters, and then
and then back to Weapons.
Back to Weapons. It was a series. Listen, I did about 10,000 steps between the two theaters. It was great.
Right.
But I actually do recommend this. I don't know if you necessarily need to run out to the theaters. But
although if the effects are good, that could be a nice
you're selling
the effects are really good, and it's kind of jarring where it's when you have bad CGI and it just kind of ruins it for you.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is so good because it's.
Is it kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? In how they utilize the animation?
Yes, it is. That is how they utilize it. However, the animation looks like it was done by a 7-year-old kid.
Mm.
So,
that sounds pretty cool.
You have the spaces where they didn't quite color in right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I have to look at images for this.
Check out the trailer for this because it does kind of give you a little bit. The kids aren't the greatest actors, but the story does most of the hard work. like, listen, this is not an Oscar winner, but this is like an impressive little tiny movie.
Okay.
Right on.
I'm sold, man. It's something I kept scrolling past in the AMC app when I was looking at movies. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
but now I feel like I should consider it.
Other than that, I saw the first episode of Chief of War.
Okay.
Let's see. IMDb says it is a thrilling, unprecedented telling of the unification of the Hawaiian Islands from an indigenous perspective. A Hawaiian war chief joins a bloody campaign to unite the warring islands to save them from the threat of colonization. This is Jason Momoa's pet project. He wrote, directed, and
What?
starred in it.
Really?
I didn't know that. I knew he
Wow.
was in it, but damn.
So I listened to a podcast that both Brad and I listened to, the Smartless one where he was on. And I was just as shocked that I was just like, I thought he was just like a meat puppet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
of-
no, I guess he's that too. But man, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Like,
Jason
I
Momoa
really-
is multifaceted.
Yes. And it's basically like, and he said, like, I've been bankrolling all this money and like I've been wanting to do this cool stuff. It's all about my heritage. It's a pet project. Like, I've been writing it for years. I've been working on it for years. And like it's, you know, it starts out in Hawaiian or the native language. So there is a lot of, Polynesian. It's
Okay.
something like that, but it's like that's what the subtitles are. So it is all subtitled at the start, but I'm told that by the end it goes to English because you are dealing with colonizers.
Sure.
They tried to be as authentic as possible. The first episode was very engaging. I mean, Momoa is just, you know, he has it. He's always had it. Like, I never saw him on Baywatch Hawaii, but ever since seeing him on Game of Thrones, like, you just can't look away from the guy.
Yeah, no kidding.
What is this
so-
streaming on?
This is Apple Plus.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's got a good relationship with Apple. He did that other
The
Program
blind
with
guy
them.
thing.
Eyes or whatever it is.
Yeah, where like
Yeah.
he couldn't see through. So another Apple thing I saw was I saw the entirety of The Studio.
Okay. It has a bunch
Wait.
of award nominations, right?
Dude, it is so good. But like, if you like movies and TV, but you also like the golden age and the story, like if you like all the stories that are Hollywood, this is so good. The through line through the entire thing is one of the most hilarious things of they are challenged with making the Kool-Aid movie.
Okay.
And it bounces from it's Martin Scorsese doing a Johnstown biopic where everybody drinks the Kool-Aid, so the movie's name is Kool,
my God.
to being a family friendly romp with Ice Cube playing the Kool-Aid Man. And is that racist or is that not racist?
Oh God.
Yeah, I
is-
don't know. I like it. I like it, the idea, but
Dude, it's hysterical. Like,
It sounds fun as hell.
yeah, and there's a lot of, like, they'll talk about like, oh, the one takes in this, and then the whole show is a one take,
hmm
and then the cameos are amazing, where like people just, you know, Sarah Polley shows up, Zoe Kravitz is in a couple episodes. Like, there's kind of stars that just in and out the whole time.
hmm
I highly recommend it. Each episode something like 28 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like
So
it's
easy.
easy. I plowed through I had the first couple under my belt, but there's 10 episodes and I pretty much just went through the whole thing.
hmm Okay.
And I also saw 15 minutes of weapons. So
Okay. There it is. And yeah.
Handing
like
off to
again,
you guys.
We're going to talk about weapons again at the end of the show. For now, Miss Carly, what did you watch this week other than weapons?
Ooh. Well, I watched the Bad Guys 2.
Okay.
Or as
I've never
I
seen the
wrote-
Bad Guys 1.
It's actually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Rockwell plays Mr. Wolf, or the Big Bad Wolf, in the first one and the second one. So he was a big pull for me to watch both of them. But my son, my son is a huge fan of the book series of the the bad guys. And basically, the Bad Guys 2 is just follows the same group around from the first one, where they're kind of reformed criminals, but they kind of find themselves in a situation where basically they're kind of pulled back into being the bad guys by a group that's led by bad girls. So,
Oh hell yeah!
yeah, but it was really funny. There were lots of parts where my son was laughing, I was laughing, Trey was laughing.
Hell
It was
yeah!
very, very nice movie for the whole family, and it's not super duper long either. I think it's like an hour and 40 minutes, maybe.
Okay. I recall seeing the trailer for this, and I was like, "Why have I never heard of this?" For one,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This looks good."
It's funny,
Did
yeah,
look good.
it's good.
Yeah, I think the whole family watched part one at home here, and so
Okay.
I didn't know I was going to get a part two.
No, I didn't either. I was like, oh, cool. It's nice.
Did you go to the theater for it?
We did. Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I think it is still. I think just only in theater, maybe.
Yeah.
Looks good, man.
Mhm. And then the next thing that I watched, we actually had Ben watch Barbarian for the first time.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what did he think of it?
Well, he said he had already watched some YouTube channel like How
Oh.
to Survive, so he already kind of knew the high points or whatever, but he had
Sure.
never sat down and watched it, but he liked it.
Yeah.
So he was like, "That's pretty creepy."
How to Survive? That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like something like surviving, and they go over all of horror movies and stuff. Like, how would you survive if you were in
Okay.
that situation? It's silly.
Interesting. Barbarian's amazing, man. Again, written and directed by Zach Kreger, whose Weapons is out this week.
Mhm.
And I know Carly and I just talked about this along with Weapons on an episode of Chad and Carly's Creepy Corner. But yeah, Barbarian is so
Wow.
highly recommended, man.
Mhm.
And if you
Definitely.
like horror and you somehow haven't seen it, please watch it. But just go into it as blind as you possibly can, because you truly will never ever know
No.
where this movie's going. It's so
And I just can't believe that there's no physical copies of it either.
yeah, no
I looked
physical
for it. I
media
was like,
it.
"Fuck!" When you said that, I looked it up. I was like, "Fuck, he's right. I can't find it anywhere." I was
Yeah, really crazy.
There's
disappointed.
no physical copies of Barbarian?
Nope. I
No.
had to buy
They
it.
just-
I had bought it digitally. I think it was like $5.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to buy that for
That's-
$5.
that's good,
too.
but-
I went ahead and bought it. I was
Are
like,
they
okay,
just
Yeah.
they're not? That's weird. They're not doing any kind of physical media.
right?
Yeah, and I mean, maybe now with like the success of Weapons and stuff, that might prompt them to do it. But that Barbarian was also pretty successful for a first-time director and
Mhm.
stuff. Like it made money, and people mostly really like it. And yeah, I don't know what prompts certain movies to not come out on physical media. It's an interesting topic.
And then I finished it up with, other than Weapons, I watched the rest of I get, what is it, season 14, I think, of
Oh,
King of the Hill.
Okay.
It's the newest one that
Yeah.
was just released. The newest season, just did finish that up, and it was good. I will have to say, Brad, I don't know what line you were talking about Khan saying that was like hilarious, because as soon as he started talking, I was like, okay, this is not my Khan. I was like,
Yeah, it
why
was-
does he sound like that? He doesn't.
It was
He's
not.
an Asian guy that he couldn't even do an impression of the other guy that did the voice. Dude,
Yeah, no,
you had one job.
it was a bad impression.
So
Then
bad.
that I don't. But
It was
no,
flat.
it
wasn't
it was,
funny.
it was the gecko line.
Which line
when
was that? Do you
It-
remember?
He's living in the garage, and he's got his mattress
Oh.
there. And he says, "I'm not going to do any kind of attempt at a Khan voice, so don't
No,
worry."
no. I'm
No,
sure
no,
you
no.
still
No,
do
no,
better
please
though.
don't.
I hate to say
No,
that.
no,
but
no,
yeah.
no, don't do it. He's like, "There's two geckos." He says, "They have sex on my bed. They make me watch."
Oh my god!
He says, "They have sex on my bed every night, and they make me watch." I'm like, you can flick them off the fucking thing, but I don't know. It was just the hopelessness. They make me watch.
Oh.
The fact that Hank Hill is a fan of soccer is one
Oh,
of the
that was
funniest
great.
things in the world.
He likes the order of it and the
Yes.
discipline and the rule.
Mhm.
That's what it is, because soccer does have some of the most stringent rules ever.
Right.
Like, so
And he's a stickler for rules.
yes, very much so. But yeah, I love that the latest season. I thought it was perfect. And I saw something about Connie. somebody put it up. It said, "Here's someone that they quit their passion, went to school, sleeps with all the guys, falls in love with a frat boy, but eventually leaves for a stable relationship. This might be the most perfect representation of a woman on TV."
Aw.
Since you guys mentioned this show last week, I mean, I've always known, of course, what this is, but I've now seen like a couple of clips from this new season, and I think it looks hilarious. Like
Oh yeah, it's fun.
I'm like, maybe I need to be
is.
watching King of the Hill. So yeah,
You
it looks
should.
really good.
Yeah, you should.
And I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of people refer to it a lot in a lot of the ways that you guys have, and saying this is a very good way to continue characters like a little bit later down the road, that kind of stuff to pick up later.
It's grown up. It's not like The
Yes.
Simpsons where it's like they're stuck in the time and
Sure.
Mhm.
This
know,
evolved
like,
a bit.
There's no
It has-
evolution with The Simpsons. There's
Right.
definitely like a pretty perfect evolution with King of the Hill.
and
Yeah.
and most animation does not evolve. It's the kind of the best thing about animation.
Yeah.
But this evolves, and I think it's way for the better.
Oh yeah,
Very
definitely
good.
recommend.
King of the Hill. Watch it, guys.
And then I am. I'll talk about that later when we're talking about what we're excited about. But other than that, I just watched Weapons.
Okay. Gotcha. Mr. Brad from Canada. You had some interesting choices this week. Some very Brad from Canada like choices.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm trying to expand my palette for not just the types of movies, but also the lengths of the movies I watched.
Sure.
So I watched, in addition with Weapons, which, let's say, not a big horror guy, but I did have to go to
Yeah.
the theater to see this.
Lots of people did, seemingly. It made a lot of money.
Yeah, it did really well. So I went and it came available at home, so I watched together.
Yeah.
Yay!
And I have questions.
Okay.
Sure.
We may have
Um,
we may. We
I
may.
have
Yeah, we may-
questions.
I think it's safe to spoil this, guys. If you haven't seen
Yeah.
it together, we'll probably talk some spoilers.
Spoiler
here,
warning.
so-
Yeah, it's okay. My biggest question is, what the fuck was that?
Well,
Fair
it was a
enough.
cult that built a church around
Mhm.
some kind of weird, like, well or
Yes.
spring in the earth.
Yep.
special-
No, I'm there.
And
I'm,
when you
I'm
drink
completely
it-
there.
You
Yeah.
become one. You want to like join and become one with another person that you love.
You just
Yes.
explained it much better because I'm not that bright.
No, you are.
I didn't pay attention
Definitely.
that they drank the water.
Oh,
And
well,
that's
yeah.
the big
well, no.
thing.
And they
Okay,
fell
so
down.
what happened was he drank the water. She did not initially drink the water, so that's why
Right.
he was so attracted to her and had that pull towards her
Okay.
until they had sex.
And then he passed it.
And then he,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
she had it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
And they couldn't get
then-
enough of each other.
Nope,
so
they
much so that they
couldn't.
had to join together as one.
Then you magically become entwined.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that's what her teacher neighbor,
Hmm.
him and his boyfriend, were part of the cult, and the two of them became one.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's supposed to heavily imply that because you keep looking at that picture of him and his husband, and his
something's
husband is the
not
one,
right.
his husband is the one wearing the glasses.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have the glasses on. And
Yeah,
obviously
they-
he looks a little bit different too. But because it's
Sure.
two men, you don't really notice it so much as
Yeah.
opposed to when
It's a
the
bit
man and
different
the
than the
woman
final
combine.
image.
Yeah, and it looks like Tig, that what's it called? It looks like that comedian. I forgot her name.
Tignataro.
Tig
Yes,
Notaro.
yes,
Yeah.
It looks like her. I was like, oh my
It
gosh.
did.
What?
It did at the end there. Okay. So I did like the performances. I liked
Mhm.
the creepy attachment and the way that Dave Franco was moving around in conjunction with the turning and the sick look that he had just to have to be near her.
Mhm.
I thought that was really a really great performance. Really
Well, it
compelling.
captured a lot of what it's
Yeah.
like to be in a not exactly the happiest long-term relationship. I thought they weren't miserable, but they weren't exactly.
No, they weren't completely happy. The other couple that went missing didn't really turn out too well for them,
No, it did not.
considering they were the half molded cave monster.
Yeah, they look like Monstro Elizasu for
That's
real.
Yeah.
pretty much what I was going for. Okay, how come it didn't turn out well for them? They
So
never really explained it.
I think what happened with them is because they were like actively fighting it. Because I think that
Mhm.
guy tried to kill himself before they
Yes.
melded together, and it was too
Okay.
late. So they were like already together. So
Yeah, and
even
she
that,
was-
I guess,
Yeah, and I think she was still alive and he was dead, and they
I
were still
think they
sort of
wanted.
fused.
Yeah, they wanted to die. I think they
I
were
would've-
trying to get them to. Like, I think they were trying to get what's his name's character to kill them. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of
So-
sense.
That's kind of
for sure.
how I read it, but yeah.
So it is heavily steeped in magic because people can't do that.
Yeah, right. Real. At least
But
not yet.
I mean, and here's the thing: it didn't bother me that it was like, oh man, this is silly.
No.
The premise is silly and stuff. The effects were great, and watching Alison Brie move in that hallway scene was very creepy
Mhm.
and very just painful and great and everything. And at the end, I mean, when the parents show up, I do need an extra 20 minutes for them to say, okay, hear me out.
Okay,
This
right.
is what happened.
Mhm.
And now he knows how to drive.
Okay, right. Right, real. They just offer the parents like a glass of water, and it's like,
And I know how to cook.
Yeah.
So there you
Right?
go. Yeah, I was kind of like, okay. For them to actually, okay, they let it happen. I thought, oh, that was kind of neat. So yeah, I liked it. I liked
did
it.
you find it funny?
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I
Right?
think it's
Oh, that
quite
was
funny.
hilarious.
for sure.
Watching them bicker and stuff like that. I'm like, that's real.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
real. And they're biting.
And it was cutting at times too. It was
Yes.
like,
Oh, yeah.
she was
And
kind of
of
a
course-
bitch.
Of course, the bathroom stall sex scene is funny because you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. As soon I was
And
like,
then
oh my
it got
God.
really horrible.
I mean, they didn't do that fast enough.
Okay, right. For real.
Yeah, no, it went from funny to really horrible. Like, and everyone's
Well,
kind of like,
it actually went from hot to
not.
horrible to
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Hot to horrible to funny. That
Yeah.
pipeline. We've all had that pipeline, I'm sure.
oh, absolutely. So yeah, together actually, it was really not the type of movie I go for, but I'm glad I do it. So this is the reason I'm enjoying expanding my horizons.
Hell
Because
yeah.
Good.
it can't all be Keanu Reeves movies.
It's
No.
one, honestly, I would have kind of suspected that you would like in a way too, just because it's just so entertaining and fun, and it's not like too terribly deep. It does have some stuff to say about like codependency and all that kind of stuff, but it's still just like it's just an entertaining movie that kind of gets the balance right between some comedy and some horror, because there are a couple like pretty genuinely like creepy scenes and some laughs. And
But I mean, it was directed really well because it was very moody as well.
from a first-time director too, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was pretty impressed. Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to
That's
see what he does next for sure.
Well, I'm assuming if he does really well, they'll give him a Jurassic Park movie, like Jurassic
Okay,
Park,
God, right.
like Jurassic Park
Jurassic
Rebirth. That I
His
watched.
next meeting is, how do you feel about the MCU?
Oh,
And it was boring. This Jurassic Park movie was so damn boring.
Help. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it started
Facts.
out with the lab and the Snickers bar. I'm like,
Oh my God.
shit's
If
gonna
a
go
Snickers
wrong.
wrapper can undo everything,
yeah.
No kidding. I
You-
thought this was like these guys are like splicing dinosaur genes together to make uglier dinosaurs, and the Snickers wrapper just takes down the whole lab. Okay, that's great.
God, no shit.
I know
You
you're
can't,
really
you can't
supposed
splice copyright. So,
No.
product
They have
placement.
Snickers
You
to sell,
cannot.
homie, like-
Yeah,
yeah, the M&M and Mars people are really pissed off.
yeah. Well, they got the money too.
Right?
So yeah, they the world is sick of dinosaurs, and kind of we all are, unless you're going to do something interesting with them.
Well, sadly
Except
not,
for the
though. It's
audience.
making
though.
money.
Yeah, I was about to say they're not sick
I
of
don't
dinosaurs,
get
though.
it.
Just in the
But I mean,
movie.
Do something interesting.
Yeah.
And this
with
could have
the-
been amazing. Like with like mutant
Could it?
dinosaurs. Sounds great.
But I mean, the new dinosaur with the really long snake-like tail and the two of them, they took a long time to say that, look, this is Jurassic Park. It's very majestic. Remember
Mhm.
Majesty. Remember it.
And it
We're
wasn't.
gonna
Yeah,
hold
right.
on this.
Poking
We're
your
gonna
leg.
hold on this.
Field.
And then they held on it. Get the orchestra, and I was like,
For way
okay,
too long.
dinosaurs. Shoot them with the thing there, and that's cool. And then the flying dinosaurs, and we'll get it from the egg, and it's just, come on, man. What do you guys got nothing to do. And the one guy that was willing to kill the dinosaurs, he gets killed first. I'm like, well, there goes my three-way guy.
Right.
I was on his team. Like,
You're
not
three-way
supposed to-
guy? Wait, who are the other? Here's the third. You the guy.
Throughway guy. Throughway
Oh.
guy.
Oh, I heard three-way
Guy.
too. I heard three-way too. But that's
Okay,
where
I'm
our
glad
minds
he
went
was
around.
from
Yes, he was
Deadpool.
from Game of Thrones and Deadpool.
And Deadpool, and
Yeah.
he was the transporter in
Yep.
the TV show.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
Okay.
don't know his name
that guy.
though.
I don't either.
That-
I'd three-way with him. Sure, why not? Maybe
I
he's
mean,
busy.
sure.
He's got
Right.
nothing to do. He got killed in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just kind of like leave like those douchebag family on the boat. Leave them.
Yeah,
we didn't
fuck
need
that
them.
people.
We didn't need them.
I agree.
It just everything was just unnecessary. Like
Mm-hmm.
the entire movie was unnecessary. And I know they're going to make another one, and I know it's
No,
gonna make
of
a
course.
bunch of money. But I mean,
Every time.
do something interesting because this wasn't interesting. And I love Scarlett Johansson. I love Mahershala. Love the other guy.
Ali.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali. I like him.
He was going to be
And-
Blade.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No,
Sorry,
you got
there's
too old.
only going to be one Blade.
Yeah. Was
Only ever going to be one blade.
That's right.
Yeah. So now
I mean, the
this
one thing I'll
is-
give this franchise, at
burn
least
for
they're not
me.
pumping one out every single year. So I think that's
True.
why they do come in and they're
Yeah.
successful because
It's not
there's at least enough time
oversaturated.
kind of between them. But yeah, it's a franchise and a series that needs to find its way.
leave.
Yeah, or leave.
I'm extinct.
Yeah, take a decade off and
Let
hit
it,
us
let,
again.
it, let it come extinct.
I
Oh,
agree.
and that dinosaur at the end. What the
Oh
hell
my
was
god.
that?
No,
It looked like
The Derp Rex, the D Rex.
Yeah.
it looked like
Yeah,
The Derp Rex.
Derp
it is,
Rex.
though.
yeah.
Like,
a bit of a
me.
rancor and a xenomorph, and it
Derpy.
just. But it, if you're gonna spend that much money on CGI, why don't you show the fucking dinosaur? It was cloaked in the shadows a whole lot. Like,
Yeah.
show up.
I mean,
Go up and do
listen,
something.
that character design, I wouldn't want to show it off either.
Yeah, facts.
Sorry.
Maybe.
They're just like, "Hmm,
So bad. Just hide
not
him.
proud.
More smoke.
More smoke.
Yeah, this is basically a unanimous skip from everyone. Everybody should
Yeah.
this thing. Like,
Well, and
Even
then
my
came
kids didn't like it.
back- kids didn't
oh
like
wow. Okay.
Mhm.
That
Oh.
says something
They
for
thought it
real.
was pretty boring.
it.
Oh, okay.
was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
showed up.
And I
they
don't
did
lob that
stuff-
word around often, but it
I don't
was.
either.
Yeah. Well, and then I came across a movie that I honestly never ever heard of, and I don't know why I've never heard of this because it's got Tom Hanks in it.
Oh.
And I love Tom Hanks, and that's A Man Called Otto.
Oh,
Oh,
I know of
I've
this, but I haven't
this.
seen it.
I've seen this.
Okay.
Carly,
Well-
you seen this?
I have not, but I've heard of it.
I have heard.
Okay, I've never even heard of this, and so it was on the television. So I said, "All right, I like Tom Hanks. Go."
It's pretty recent
And-
too, like the last few years.
Yeah, like two years old or something.
Yeah.
23, I think.
It's like-
And
I was going to say it's kind of like a more friendly version of Gran Torino.
yeah,
Oh,
kind of.
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, but a crotchety old man who, well, kind of earned his crotchetiness because his wife passes away and he's kind of stuck in his ways. And he's not really stuck in his ways because he spends the movie trying to kill himself
Oh my god, what?
because his,
Got dark.
yeah.
Oh, it's
They were-
it's dark, but
But, it starts out funny because he tries to buy 6 feet of rope and they sell him, but they can't sell him 6 feet of rope because they can only sell it in yards. So
Oh
for an
god.
extra- so they're trying to charge him an extra 37 cents. And he's like, well, put it in your computer. And he's like, I can only put it in yards. He's like, your computer can't do basic math. What the hell is this?
I just want to
So-
kill myself, okay?
yeah,
But you don't know that he wants to kill himself. He
Okay.
just looks like an old dude buying rope. So
Right.
he goes there and he buys a wall anchor and he sets up the wall anchor. He does the craftsmanship all himself, puts a wall anchor in the ceiling to make a noose to freaking kill himself. And he kind of almost achieves killing himself a few times, but just happenstance. Like, that's my favorite scene in any movie, I think. He lays down a bunch of paper on his carpet for when he's going to hang himself, just in case, you bleed and you
Sure.
defecate and
He's
all that
thinking
stuff.
of the people who find him.
He's thinking of the people next, right?
Mhm.
So he lays down all the paper and stuff like that, and he goes and he hangs himself. And he's there, and he's like, and the wall anchor breaks, and he falls and he lands on the paper. And he's like, oh, Jesus, damn wall anchor, you can't buy anything. And he looks down, and he sees a coupon, and it says 2 for 8 flowers. And he's like, oh, that's a good deal. And he rips it out, and he gets up, and it shows him taking 2 flowers to his wife's grave.
Okay.
But he went to kill himself, and he's like, oh, coupon, that's a good deal. Oh, I'm gonna do that. And some people move in that kind of try to befriend him, but he doesn't want to make friends. And his neighborhood, he's pissed off everybody in the neighborhood, but he kind of likes them anyway. And it's just this really warm tale about a pretty shitty person, but you understand why he's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of bad stuff happens. Kind of might look a little self-sabotaging, but
Sure.
I'm surprised it got past me, because I normally love movies like this, and I really love this one. So yeah, A Man Called Otto. It's based on a book of the same name, I think. And
Yeah, I knew it was a book for sure.
yeah,
think,
check it
Mike
out. It's really good.
Birbiglia in it.
Mike Birbiglia.
And it's a crotchety old dude that has to interact with the world that he dislikes, and
Because everyone's an idiot.
Because everybody's an idiot. It's
Sounds
a
very
lot
old
of
people.
old man yelling at cloud, but then once the clouds part and he can see, it's like, oh yeah, this and that, and also it's a lot of like the references to his wife, who was such a good person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like this movie, Mr. Coach?
I did. I really did like this. It is not a orthodox movie. It is not your regular theater fare.
Okay.
It has a really good message and and a lot of really good moments, like Brad was describing.
Okay.
Yeah. And
It sounds like I would like it.
I think you would.
Yeah.
And it has before it became kind of a buzz, it has a trans character in it, very subtle, but it doesn't hit you over the head with it.
No.
Woke! No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't hit you over the head with it. Yeah, there's no pride involved. There is nothing, no message. And I think that's how you tell any story, is stop. I've said it before on the show. Like, I hate when movies try and teach me a lesson. I'm not there for a lesson. I'm there to be entertained.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind a
this-
lesson sometimes, but don't get heavy.
I hate learning
Yeah.
and
He
expanding.
said, I don't want to learn.
So no. If I want
I
to
came
learn,
here specifically to not learn, actually.
That's
So-
exactly it. I came here for Jacob Tremblay, and that's it. So yeah. And what else? I watched something else here. Alien Earth.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
I'm curious to know about this.
that's 2 episodes came out yesterday on Disney and Hulu and all the other Sunday
And it's about to
places
not be
that-
Hulu, right? Like they're folding
I don't
into
know.
Disney as all
Hulu
of
is
Disney.
within a month, I believe Hulu will be gone,
Okay.
Oh,
or 2 months. Within the next 2 months, it will become just.
I mean,
Disney.
Disney's been showing the same. It's all been the same thing basically, anyway. But they're just doing away with the Hulu name, I guess.
Yes, but now they will have Alien right next to Mickey Mouse, which will be funny.
I think that's very interesting.
Very cool. Well, we don't have Hulu up here, so we have Stars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Alien Earth is the ones that dropped were really, really awesome. They're taking a more of a Aliens and kind of like scrapping the horror and doing a little more action.
Actiony.
Yeah, and it's on Earth. humans are trying to live forever.
Oh,
That
okay.
is
That feels right.
basically the key. So you have cyborgs, you have synthetics, and you have something else that I cannot remember the name of, but these are the main characters. They are fully synthetic people that have human consciousness uploaded to them.
Okay.
And there is a boy trillionaire that funds this operation of uploading people. And normally people are ill and they're children.
Okay.
So they kind of, I liked it because one, it's not a bunch of frail humans fighting the aliens. You have cyborgs, not over the top cyborgs. They look like us. You have synthetics, and then you have these, I'll say, like human androids. I'll just call them that.
Sure.
I can't remember the name they call them. But the catch is these human androids, fully formed adult brains don't work in them.
Oh.
So only children's brains, because children's brains are softer,
Oh.
More
is
malleable.
what it said. Yes.
Sure.
And it grows within it. So you have adults, and they're about 12 and 13 years old.
Okay.
So you have a bit of a handicap
Sure.
that these kids aren't going to be all like gung
You'd be
ho.
stupid kids.
They're going to be stupid kids. And they have to go now, like any alien movie or project, a space expedition goes and gets samples. I'll give you 2 guesses to what the samples are. Everybody loves these
Who?
xenomorphs.
Oh,
Yeah, of
sorry.
course. Yeah.
Everybody loves these xenomorphs, so they get xenomorphs. And guess what? One of the cyborgs on there, I think he's working for somebody else. He lets one of the aliens run around and murder everybody as he crashes the ship into Earth,
As you do.
alien Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you have the humanoid androids that are going on a mission to get the samples. They
Okay.
send these children, these adult children.
What can go wrong?
What
Well,
could possibly
Yeah,
nothing.
because my
Nothing
daughter
can
is
go
13
wrong.
and she can't.
Nothing
Yeah,
can
right.
go wrong because they
okay.
sent the babysitter of all babysitters,
Oh,
synthetic Timothy Oliphant, with them.
there.
Oh,
okay,
perfect.
Okay. Then they have a
Okay.
chance. They have a chance.
They do have a chance.
There is a
And
chance.
One of the lead character, Wendy, her brother is a field medic in the military, and he is also on that ship. So she has a bit of connection there, so she's going, and she's more of an advanced humanoid. So it has enough intrigue. You have 4 corporations running the Earth. Shocking, right? And
What else is new?
yeah,
Feels real.
that's about it. Yeah, eccentric trillionaires, not billionaires anymore. They're trillionaires.
Sure.
And enough action that's really keeping you intrigued. And they don't pull punches. Like these aliens, they open their mouth and the little alien guy comes out and busts jaws, and just it's really good. The first 2 episodes that dropped, they're about 50 minutes each, and I was not bored once. They did not Jurassic Park me at all with this one.
Does anyone know how many episodes of this there are supposed to be?
I don't.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Disney's pretty famous for about 9 episodes.
Okay. I figured maybe 9 or 10, something like that.
I'm just talking. It could be 3 episodes. I don't really have no idea.
And I'm pretty
would
sure
say
this is
probably
There's
10.
8.
There you
Okay.
There you go.
I think
Good
this
job.
is the first time like any of the alien universe has ever taken place on Earth.
Well, I like it
Mm-hmm.
because there's no fucking airlock that they can get blown out of. Because
Right,
that is
okay,
the
right.
classic.
You're like,
Oh,
we've
the
been there with
aliens
that
are
shit.
in
bitch.
space. Blow them out the airlock. What? Blow them out the airlock.
This is going to turn
Okay.
into Spaceballs, where there's a giant maid coming to take the atmosphere out and remove all the xenomorphs.
That could happen. I would like that, actually. I would totally watch that. But no, as long as no fucking alien gets blown out of a goddamn airlock, because I'm like, come on, you stop it. You've done it. But they haven't done this. They haven't done the kid humanoid robots and cyborg stuff. So
I did like the memes of the one character that this is alien Amelie because the main character
I've seen her.
looks like Amelie.
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, I would definitely check it all out except for Jurassic Park. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah, there it is. Is that all you watched?
That's it. And
Oh
then
my
I
God,
watched
okay.
Weapons.
Yeah, me guys. I have one movie to talk about before we get to Weapons. This is something that a couple of weeks back, Carly and I went to a Scream Unseen, which ended up being The Home, which was fucking awful. But there were trailers before, that movie of some things that looked interesting that I actually hadn't heard of, and one of those things came to play in my city. And it is called Strange Harvest. Let's see. Hold on. This is directed by, if my mouse would work, written and directed by Stuart Ortiz. I am on the record that I like found footage. This is actually more faux documentary than it is found footage. And this is presented in the style of like a true crime episode of like a docuseries or a show or something like that. And this is about an occult killer called Mr. Smiley, who is killing people. People are dying, guys, and there's all kinds of weird occult imagery and symbolism and all of this shit going on. And like, you get this very like matter of fact, like interviews with like the detectives on the case and all that kind of shit. And I went into this movie thinking, I mean, 90 minutes of air conditioning sounds fine to me, and this looks interesting enough. And I came away from this movie thinking, oh, okay, this is one of the better like found footage or faux documentary things I've seen in a long time. This is extremely effective. It's creepy as fuck. It's super well made. You can tell that this was made with a ton of like love and care and attention to detail. This is someone who loves the genre, loves what they've put together here, and presented a very compelling tale. I said this is presented like an episode of like a true crime thing. And I mean, you're seeing things in this movie that, of course, you would not be seeing on like Netflix or a Max special or some shit like that. Like, you're not going to watch people bleeding out into buckets, like sitting at like duct tape to a chair at a table and all this bullshit. But still, even with that kind of like stretching reality a little bit as far as like how they're trying to show this off, this was just so incredibly good. And there's so much like, there's a lot going on here as far as like, is this actually supernatural? Is this person just, I mean, clearly they're fucking crazy, but like, are they just crazy? Or is there like also this supernatural element to this story that they're trying to tell here as well? And I think there's enough left to your imagination to like actually think about that and like be like, was this or was this person just absolutely out of their mind? But there's a lot of imagery in this that was absolutely fucking crazy. And it's just one of those things, like if this were a true crime show on Netflix or Max or whatever, like you would just be absolutely glued to it. And that's kind of how I felt in the theater with this. It just is completely gripping. Not a thing I don't think anybody has to rush out to the theater to see, although to support something like this that I think is so well made and clearly made with love, I think is a good thing to do. But this will play extremely well at home. Throw it up on the TV, watch it on a computer screen, for God's sake. Again, it's truly like putting on an episode of a Netflix thing. But yeah, I really, if you like found footage or faux documentary, if you don't like that, I don't think this is changing anyone's mind necessarily. But it is extremely well done. And if you like the genre, this is one of the best examples we've had in, I'd say, a pretty good while. So yeah, Strange Harvest, man.
I was very disappointed to see that was not playing anywhere near me. I was like, what the fuck?
Ew. Yeah, I think it's in just like limited theaters or whatever, which I mean, I guess kind of makes sense. It's not a huge movie by any means. I think it's Roadshow. It's whoever I think distributed actually The Home, but this is just clearly a smaller movie overall. And yeah, really, really, really interesting and creepy. Seriously, creepy.
Creepy's good.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of creepy, 3 of the 4 of us, so like 3.5 of us, kind of
3.25.
Yeah, 3.25 of us have seen the new Zach Kreger film from 2025 called Weapons. It would not be right to not go into this with at least a little bit of shameless self-promotion and saying Carly and I do have a video up about Weapons right now that we just posted on the channel today. So absolutely check that out. It's on our YouTube.
Hell yeah.
But This is, again, written and directed by Zach Kreger from this year, just this weekend, starring Julia Garner, Josh Brolin. And this is a movie I was very excited about. Zach Kreger gave us Barbarian in 2022, which was a hell of a ride. One of those kind of movies that, like, if one of your friends looked at you and said, "Oh, I knew exactly where that was going," no, bitch, you
No, they
absolutely
didn't.
fucking did not,
Liar.
because you just
can't-
could not ever know where it
Can't
was going.
know where that's going.
Mm-mm.
This is still mysterious for sure, and I never knew where it was going for sure. But this one, I guess, if like you were very astute, you could probably kind of see where this is going. But
I don't think you could.
I truly never knew. But I was so dead set going into this. I talked about this with Carly. I was absolutely certain this was going to be aliens.
I
and,
thought
like,
it was
alien
too.
abduction shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is where it's going. I already know, bitch.
Mhm.
I know. I was one of those people. But that's not
I-
where it
I-
goes.
I thought it was a kidnapping scenario.
Okay.
Not, I wouldn't call it kidnapping to where it went.
Yeah. It's
um,
different than that for sure.
It's
and we
very
are
different,
spoiling this,
but-
guys. So
Mhm.
tune out if you haven't seen this movie, please, and come back after you've seen it.
But I mean, watching all those kids run out of the house and the way they ran with their arms out, very like playfully flight-like,
Mhm.
it almost looked like like you said, a charismatic kidnapper that convinced every child to do this.
Sure.
I honestly
Except for one.
thought this was going to be we weren't even going to address it. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
going to be a story about how the freak occurrence tears the town apart and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
how that like makes everybody go after each other.
Mhm.
And I thought it was going to be almost like a last man type standing of the town
Yeah.
that tears
And that could
itself down.
That could have been
That
very
could've been
interesting too.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And I mean, the director himself has said this was inspired, at least in structure, by Magnolia.
Mhm.
Prisoners, I think, was also another like pretty big inspiration for this film, because this is a little bit unconventional. I mean, we definitely have movies like this, but it's told in 6 parts. You basically see sort of the same events in a way happen across 6 different characters from their points of view, and each of those stories unveils another layer of this story that I found to be absolutely riveting, completely gripping, and I could not take my eyes off the screen. And this is it's funny, it's genuinely creepy at a couple
Mhm.
times, and it's just extremely well made and just so wildly interesting.
And different.
Yeah, it felt
Like you said,
refreshing.
it has elements, or it felt like elements of a lot of other movies,
Mhm,
but it's definitely its own thing.
mhm.
I mean, one, you have the young lady there, the
Julia
teacher
Garner.
the teacher who all her students except one, they all take off. So naturally the town is turning on her,
Yeah,
and she is not exactly a perfect person, which I love.
No.
which I
You know,
love. I love.
I love
Everybody
that so much.
feels like an actual character in the
Real.
movie.
Yeah,
Very real.
her ex boyfriend, the cop, who's very
With that
flawed.
amazing mustache. Fuck.
Love that mustache.
Oh, it's so good.
When not a little towards the end, when she had the vegetable peeler, she should have took half the mustache off.
Okay, right.
Oh,
Save it
God.
as a
It was
That's
right
Oh,
Stephen
there.
that
Air.
part. Oh my god.
That part was horrible.
It was.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
"Ugh."
Oh yeah,
It's terrible.
Chris struggled with that part.
everybody
I did
struggled
too.
with that part.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cop. He's not perfect naturally because he has a bit of an assault with a
Well-
suspect who's in handcuffs. But I mean, not for nothing, I would have done the same.
Carly brought up something about him that I never even thought about until
Yes.
we talked about it on our video, and then it makes me fucking hate him even more. 'cause
Yes,
he's a
I'm
piece
like,
of
oh my
shit, yo,
God.
What?
Carly.
You can tell me?
So
Can you
as
tell me?
far as I could tell, I mean, maybe he used protection, but he got potentially exposed to AIDS earlier that day before he went and had
With
sex
the needle
with her.
stabs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, well, no,
And then
well,
goes on to
his-
fuck
it was
baby
in his
girl.
finger at that point. He hadn't gotten in the face yet, but he had already been pricked.
Yeah.
I
Dude.
never thought about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I
like you
didn't
said,
either. And I
he
was
was
like, oh,
not-
what a piece of
He
shit.
was not
Yeah.
good, and the what was the kid's name? That,
Alex.
No, the drug addict.
Oh.
kid.
Oh,
Oh, James.
James. Yeah, Also not a good character. And
No.
you had
But so he was the MVP. kind of.
Super
He was so
duper
funny and
drug
fun.
and like they totally got that written correctly. That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
an addict is.
I saw an interesting thing. So most of this was cast before like the strikes and all this shit. He is the only character that remained from pre and post strike, and he had lost a bunch of weight for this role because
Oh,
he's a
wow.
drug addict, and
Yeah.
he maintained that weight loss, like 30 or 40 pounds
Oh my
underweight
goodness.
during this like year that all this shit was going on.
Oh, good for him.
So he could like method act this role, and
Oh, he
it paid off
definitely
for me
did.
because
He
it's someone.
definitely did.
When you meet him in the movie, you're like, who the fuck is this and why do we
Right.
care? Like, why does this matter? But he has one of the most like kind of delicious reveals out of all of this.
Mhm.
And because he's like a criminal and a drug addict, and he's like snooping around this kid's house and finally finds that all these kids are like standing in the basement of this house and shit. And like when they all turn around and stuff, I was like, oh my God. And what was so funny too, and I forgot to mention our video, Carly, is that as he's snooping through the house, he comes across DVDs and he goes, ooh, Willow. And it was like a
Willow.
DVD of Willow.
I'm like, hell yeah, man, I'd take that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I
He
already
was
have
so
it.
impressed
funny.
by that.
He's
But
apparently
the-
one of the stars for the upcoming Resident Evil movie.
Yes, he is in Resident
Oh.
Evil.
Oh, right on.
And he was in Euphoria, I'm pretty sure, which I've not
I
watched, but
didn't
I
see
think
that.
he is from Euphoria.
I-
Don't.
Is or is he in the upcoming? I think he's in the upcoming season.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, he was not in the prior seasons.
Okay.
But I mean, they laid out just the desperation of the town, how they're all
Yes.
turning on the teacher naturally.
I mean, 17
And-
kids are gone, of course. Like,
Yeah,
By the way, they did way better than Halloween, whatever. What is that?
Halloween
And
kills.
Kills. Yeah. Oh my God. Evil dies tonight. Please. Come on.
I
Oh my
like
God.
Halloween kills, but I understand.
Yeah. This was like that done right.
and Josh Brolin, who is definitely the
He's so great.
panicked father who just wants his shitty kid back, and that kid was a shitty kid.
Oh yeah.
But
he
you know,
was.
you still want him back as your kid.
Of
Who
course.
replaced Pedro Pascal.
Yes, he did. Pedro Pascal
Oh,
was
wow.
originally cast in this, guys. And
Mhm.
Of course,
honestly, thank
I'm
God
so
he
glad.
wasn't in this.
Yes.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
I could
too.
not see him in that role.
I can't see anyone other than Josh Brolin in
I
this
can't
role.
either.
He absolutely nailed this character,
I
and he's
agree.
everything that this character is. He
Yep.
conveys it, and he is that. So, like, it's just one of those like great flukes in like recasting where this absolutely worked better than
Well, one-
kind of like Dennis or from The Substance. What's his name? The guy Dennis
Quaid.
Quaid.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Where I couldn't imagine anyone else. I mean, it was supposed to be Ray Liotta initially, which would have been great, but Dennis Quaid's so incredible in The Substance that, yeah, this was like
Well-
that level of recast.
One guy that I'm glad that did not get recast is Benedict Wong.
Oh, he's
good
so
to see him
Oh,
back.
great.
He was amazing as
Mhm.
the principal, as the stalwart, of like being with the rules with the aunt. No, I actually have to talk to the parents, so we
Right.
could set that up. Well, you know, we can't. Well, we have to. So can we please? And God, I
One of
feel
the most heartbreaking
so
scenes.
bad for
Yes.
those parents.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for those parents.
Yeah, of
Like-
course.
And they were like statuesque of the part of the creepiest, scariest part of that freaking movie is when the teacher looks in and she actually gets the reveal that there's two people just sitting on the couch. That
Yeah.
scared the shit out of me. Now, Coach, there's
Now
a lot of
now
things.
that was the point where I was just like,
You were not sure anymore.
"Hey, my finger is on the eject button.
Yeah.
Well, there
So,
was
Coach,
there was-
just for everybody to know, Coach made
yeah,
it
yeah.
to the part where Julie Garner's character is in the car outside of the house at the end of her story, which, of course, I think is kind of like the high point of creep in this movie.
Yeah.
There are definitely creepy moments after, but that was one of the most squirm-inducing moments in my theater.
Oh,
For sure.
yeah.
yeah, when the young lady who was one of the couch sitters walks out of her house.
It's the whole
With
way it happened. It's
holding
the way
a
the
knife.
door. It's the way the door opens.
And it's
what we
just
thought was a
black.
knife.
And that
Yes.
static camera and
Yes. And there's
Yes.
no movement for a few seconds. You're like, oh God, what's going
There's
on?
yeah. And the
movement.
sound design.
Yes. And that's
And
the
it
thing
was
is
quiet.
just
It was
she
so
Mhm.
quiet.
she emerged from the darkness. It
Mhm.
didn't. It's not like somebody who was opening the door and then walked themselves. It was like the door opened and then
Mhm.
stayed opened, and then she emerged.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was like
Her
birthed
hand
from it.
up in a
Curious position.
Yeah.
A weird.
yes. I believe I texted
Weird.
Brad like, "Get a
Nope.
knife." He's like, "It wasn't a knife." I'm like,
It was
"I
scissors.
don't
Yeah.
care."
Close enough.
I'm out. I'm
It
out.
was stabby.
Yeah,
But I think this
but
scene also
movement-
illustrates.
oof.
Yeah. It also
Like,
illustrates
just-
something I think this movie does so well, though, because there is something that's oddly comedic about the way that she walks. It's kind of janky. It's a little bit like, and I thought it was sort of funny, but it's like in this moment of like genuine tension and like kind of fright that you have this sort of thing that's like making you want to laugh a little
gotta
bit
laugh.
because it's so crazy.
Yep.
And then, yeah, you still just you feel this tension in the way it builds and builds because you have this static camera with this character just coming in like these low violins and shit, and it just is expertly done.
Yes.
And the sound design after that, like opening the car door and you hear someone get in the car behind her and stuff, and you're just like, oh god, like the tension is just like you could cut it with a knife.
Yeah. The
Scissors.
door
Or
opens
scissors.
and then it closes. You're like,
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, she's in there. She's in there with
Yeah.
her. She's in there. You
Yeah.
fucking move, get out, move,
Yeah.
move. But no, didn't slash her throat. Did something that was a lot more nefarious.
Yeah, even
As
more
far as
fucked up.
if this person is in control, okay, go out there and kill her. No, go out there and cut a piece of her hair so I could, no, spoiler alert, do some voodoo fucking magic
Yep.
and make somebody else try and kill you.
Mhm.
And this was voodoo. And
Mhm.
as a long running gag that I don't like Satan magic, I think it's stupid. But voodoo gets a pass just because it is ultra creepy. It does not seem lazy. The
Sure.
writing, like the catalyst behind this is a sick and dying voodoo woman who is trying to get the essence of children to keep her alive.
Yeah.
Is that
Pretty
what
Anyone,
you guys
really.
say that is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd say that. I don't
Is
even
that
think
the Reader's
she-
Digest version?
I
or-
don't even think she knows the family. I think she's just done this. I think
I-
she's a parasite.
I
that
think
just
so
does
too.
this. Like,
Well,
Okay. What
after
made you
cons-
guys jump? Like, there's so many jump-worthy moments. The nightmares are awful, and there's the constant what the fuck through
Yeah.
the movie, and
Yeah.
it made all of us want to say it every time. But I mean, it's the slow camera that just kind of focuses on something, and you know it's going to happen, but you can't turn away. Coach, maybe you did.
I did. I did.
I should have.
He was like, you can turn away, actually. I
No,
did.
when you see
I didn't
you
turn
see-
away. I turned and left.
Yeah,
the
he
blue-
left.
aw. He
from the
exited
pers-
stage left.
you know, I'm honestly surprised I didn't, because I was genuinely scared many a times through the whole thing.
Mhm.
I was
The
affected
nightmare
with- Yeah.
sequences. There was a woman 2 seats down from me during the nightmare sequence from what's her name, when she looked in the
Gladys.
ceiling and saw
The double
woman-
nightmare, whatever.
saw the woman in the ceiling,
Yeah.
and then it jumped. She audibly didn't go, "Huh." She screamed
Oh god.
like top of her lungs, "Ah!" Screamed and scared the shit out of me.
Right.
Yeah.
I look over, I'm like, oh my god, you okay? And she went, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Aw.
But it had that effect on a lot of people. And this is
Yeah.
the
Oh,
kind of movie
yeah.
I think that kind of stuff actually is okay. It heightens
Yeah.
the experience of watching this movie. If you have the right if they're just being rude and talking or whatever, that's different. But if you
This
have like
woman
that
was
real
not.
the real audience reaction to stuff, this movie has just chock full of moments like that. And it just, our theater was very much like that. Not rude, but it almost felt like this synergy through the room. Like everybody was sort of like on the same roller coaster. Everybody was reacting and gasping and like all of this shit to like the same moments here. And there was just like this theater camaraderie when I saw it, that you just don't get that experience too often. And it's not too often that you go to a movie, I don't think, and where you just feel that everyone around you is like right where you are with this. Everybody's on the same wavelength and like bought into this and invested in this and gripped in it. And so, I mean,
You're
I
ready-
think the
you're
theater
ready
experience
for it.
did, play a big part in this. I did see this twice. I saw it Thursday night, and then I went to see it again on Friday because I had to know if it held up. Because there are certain movies that just don't on a second watch after having such a impactful first experience. I know we mentioned in our video, High Tension is one of those. It's incredible the first time, and then each subsequent watch is like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, this one held up for me for sure. And something I thought was interesting too, I have been consuming a lot of content about this movie over the last few days. And Zach Kreger, the writer-director, Amy Madigan is the actress who plays Gladys, our witch in this movie. And he was talking about the direction he gave her for her character. And he gave her basically 2 backstories that she could work with for this. One was based in the real world, a human basically that is doing these things. And one was based in much more like fantasy, where this is a person who could be potentially hundreds or 1,000 years old. And has just done this throughout their life, basically. And she never told him which she chose to go with as far as like informing her character or her performance. And I think that was actually really smart. And I think that leaves the movie with a lot of questions that are really interesting to think about and ponder, because I could see either one for sure. But I think I'm with Carly on this, that I don't even think that she was necessarily part of this family.
I don't think so either.
No.
Because
I could buy into the ancient evil of her as well.
And I really don't, especially with how, thinking back on it, how she talks to Alex after she's, taken over his parents. And she's like, I thought your parents were going to be enough, but, they just aren't.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to, bring more. And then he's like, well, if I do that, are you going to leave? And she's like, yeah, I'll leave. And I'm like, no, she's not going to fucking leave. She's just going to.
No, absolutely.
I mean, she will eventually like move on. Like after she's, drained everybody, but yeah,
sure.
she doesn't know that kid. She was only keeping him alive so he could feed all of the people that she's, living off of.
The only thing that would make me think that she could be potentially a part of this family is that in the end of this, Alex does perform this same ritual that she does to turn this entire like group of 17 kids against her, to basically rip her limbs apart, rip her head off, like literally. And he's able to get it done. So you wonder if there is something maybe in the bloodline, or if the magic is so simple.
He just saw her doing it enough times that he picked up on how to do it. Now, I would say that, as far as you saying with the theater experience and how everybody was in it, how hard did your theater laugh when those kids were chasing that old lady?
Oh my God.
Oh God, it was so great. It's one of the best parts
amazing.
of the movie.
Everybody was laughing hysterically because these fucking feral children are chasing after. Now, for this sick old lady, she's pretty spry.
Oh yeah.
Like she could move. And that
she had that essence now, yo.
That scene went on a long time. Like I don't know if it was too long, but I was like, are you guys gonna catch her? Or is someone gonna trip her or something? It was like
I think it was so cathartic.
It was like when James was attacking Archer.
Yes.
Oh God, that was so funny.
In his little 100-pound drug-addled ass runs after Josh Brolin, and he gets punched, and he falls, and he gets up,
kicks across the room.
So he throws him, and then he does this, he does that, and you can't stop, because these voodoo-generated people have one purpose, and that's to kill. And if they're awake, they're going to do it. Like, how far did Benedict Wong run?
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, he kept going until his brain was destroyed.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what happened. They're kind of like zombies.
But it showed him running from like the city, then through town, then through the school, then through this, then through that, and like I'm like, he's got some good cardio. And maybe if you put your arms out, you run faster. I'm gonna try.
Okay, Brian, just do it.
I will
film it. Will. Make a short out of
it. I can't run. I'll fall.
Okay, right, me. Oh my God, me.
But no, for like I said, I'm not the most horror guy, and this could have been written off as Satan magic and been really silly, but I was pleasantly frightened through the entire thing.
Yeah.
It's just wildly entertaining, man. Like the roller coaster of it all, the mystery elements, and like I said, they just dole out those like little tidbits just at the right moment every single time to keep you on the hook, to until you get where this is going. And some people I've seen don't care for where this ended up, like the ultimate mystery of it all. But this really worked for me.
What else was it going to be?
I up until like basically she walks in that principal's office looking crazy as fuck. I thought it was going to be aliens. And I guess even after that moment, it could have been, but I was really sold on that concept. And I don't know if it was my like one-minded, like one-track thinking that that's what it was going to be that like made this feel so surprising and pleasant for me. But there was just something about it. And I said this in our video too, this just felt very much like a Stephen King story, very much like It or Salem's Lot or something like that, where there's almost like this ancient evil in the town that is wreaking this havoc. And it just had those elements to me. I've said it on our video, I've said it on fucking Twitter, on Facebook, on everything, guys. This is my favorite movie of this year. I really don't think something's going to come out and top this for me. This is not the deepest movie in the entire world, but there's enough depth to it mixed with the just insane entertainment of it that I haven't had a theater experience like this since I saw The Substance. And I just absolutely love this. And I think it really does like hold together well. I think the logic is sound for the world they've created.
For what it is,
of course. And there's some like things that are unanswered, but I'm okay with that. I don't need every single thing spelled out or answered for me. And I like the things it's left me to chew on and think about.
And how clever was the kid to take
He was so
good. To take the hand-drawn labels for
very
for
good.
his basket to get a possession. I thought that's good, man. Good on you. But one thing I will say, I don't like Chad. You and I were talking about this. I don't know if they just breed us different up here, but as soon as that old lady went to sleep, I'd have hit her with a manhole cover. I'd have hit her with a manhole cover, or like, Auntie, come here upstairs. I want to show you something. Whoops, I push you down.
Push that hoe down the stairs. Yeah, for real.
No, like you made my parents stab themselves with forks, which was awful.
Oh yeah,
like that was hard to watch.
Yeah.
But like just jamming themselves in the face with forks. I'm like, no, okay.
It's just not his story. It was so incredibly sad. Like his parents would think of in front of him constantly. He's literally having to like feed soup to like the kids that are bullying his fucking ass at school and shit. And
how piss stained would all those kids be?
Oh God.
That basement did not smell good.
She sucks it up with their souls. That's
oh my God, real
piss magic.
Who knows?
But yeah, this movie definitely made money, and I know Carly mentioned it in her video. There was a bidding war for this script, and Jordan Peele literally fired people for not acquiring this for his Monkey Paw Productions or whatever big banner he's under. I mean, I get it because it's so fucking good, man. Like, and audiences, this is one of the rare times where you see critics and audience scores very much aligned in a lot of ways. It's been a couple days since I've checked, but last time I did it was like 95 or 96% critics and like 89% audience. It has A- cinema score. So people really are liking this, and it does go to prove Hollywood that if you have the right fucking movie and you put some resources into it and sell that shit, that people will go watch something that's not a sequel or part of an established IP.
Yes,
because I mean, it's made on its first weekend $70 million worldwide on a $38 million budget. I think an $18 million marketing budget. So they've already more than broke even, and I think this is a movie that is going to hold at least for a few weeks, because I think word of mouth on this is going to be extremely good. A lot of people are going to come out of this and see it and say, you need to go see Weapons. That was so good. And I mean, it's not going to hold at the same that it was this past week, but if it drops even 50%, I think that would be.
I think, was it Nowhere 2? Is that?
Yeah, that's the thing coming out
this
weekend. And I know that has an audience.
Nobody.
Mr. Nobody too.
Mr. Nobody, yeah. Nobody.
No, we don't need Jared Leto to come back for that.
No.
So I think this has a chance to hold strong for sure and like continue to make money. And it's not super often anymore that you get word of mouth along with it, because most shit's just kind of already established, guys, that's making money. And it's nice to see that this is the thing. And I know we mentioned it earlier. Resident Evil is Zach Cregger's next film. From everything I've listened to, he already has this completely storyboarded, and I guess he does that with all his movies. Storyboards.
Is he restarting like the Resident Evil idea, or is it a continuation? Is Alice
no? I think
around with her?
I think he's doing his own thing. This is like kind of a fresh start for it. And I think he said that he wants to
He said
be a
he's
little
not going to be doing Leon's story, which is fine. I mean, like
I know Leon's story. I want to see
like,
something
yeah,
different.
exactly, right? I want like the aesthetic. I want
he needs to nail that.
something. Yes, I will be so happy with that as long as we get that. Maybe even like some characters that do show up in the games. You know, maybe they meet up with our characters, whoever we're following. I don't know. I have a lot of either he's going to do an amazing job with it, or he's going to lose it and they're going to stop producing it. It's one or the other, I think.
Yeah. I think if he's left to do because he's like, this is only his second film, guys, and part of them buying this from him for $38 million was that he also got Final Cut privileges, which I think was crucial to this. If it had fallen into the hands of big studio or whatever, like we could have had a very different movie than what we have here, even though we don't really have anything all that weird or outside the box or any of that kind of shit. But I could have seen a studio
Is there
being like,
a way we could put a Snickers bar in this?
okay, right, exactly. I mean, we do get Campbell soup a lot in this movie, so
Yes.
they're definitely like
Oh my God.
they're definitely trying to sell that shit for sure.
A lot of vodka, and one
Well,
thing that you can never go wrong with, Justin Long.
And I will say,
That's
on
right.
a teacher's salary, she was way into the high. She should have been more on the lower shelves going for vodka.
Yeah.
Okay, right. She was like,
You
you
know,
know
That's the
what,
most
I'm gonna
unrealistic part.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
is
There should
buying
be,
premium
she
vodka.
should be the plastic squeezy bottle kind, not
Yeah,
the.
real. the shit I buy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, go see this. I think other than Coach, and probably even Coach would say go see it if you like this kind
No,
of thing. It's just not his.
I
thing.
will say, like, from the very start, like, I'm like, oh man, this guy's obviously like a fan of Spielberg because the way he's moving the camera with the shot,
It's so
and
good.
like it's the way when the kids are leaving, the camera is
Beautiful.
moving in the opposite direction from the kid, and like there's a whole thought process to why they're doing the things that they're doing. The guy's obviously very talented.
Mhm.
It's just not. I believe we had the clip last week from Austin Powers. Like, I'm sorry, this just isn't my bag, baby.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, sure. Makes sense. I did think, honestly, though, for sure, I really did think this is one that you might genuinely like. I knew it had a couple of scares in it that might be too much, but I thought like kind of the overall presentation and package would win you over
Yeah.
to like get you kind of over those couple humps.
I think
When you
because
told me
it was.
what took you out of the theater,
That's that was the creepiest part.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as
Well,
you
I
said that, too, I was like,
I
"Oh, you were
totally-
good
yeah,
after that."
makes sense.
no shame, no
Yeah.
shade. Like, my man, I am proud that you made it as far as you
Yeah,
did
me
with your
too, man.
affinity for the movies you like, because
Oh yeah,
that was scary as all fuck.
Like,
Yeah, it was
I will say,
intense.
like, I think so was something like The Substance, which was not.
That's certainly not
necessarily
scary.
Yeah, no, that's
But-
not the same type of.
But it's the there's a bigger story and a metaphor for something.
yeah, sure.
This is just a straightforward telling of a story. It's not trying to be anything other than what it is.
Yeah,
If it was presented of like, oh, it's a representation of Russia in the 17th,
Yeah.
like that type of thing, I probably would have made it through it better. But
it's
just
like
because
elevated popcorn.
Now, I will say-
movie, basically.
Now, I will say that I've heard apparently he has said that there are many parts in the movie that are kind of autobiographical.
Mhm.
Excuse me, Oh my god.
Sure.
Biographical.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I can't even say that fucking word right now. But yes, he said there were many things like that, and kind of said like the overarching like kind of thing is about alcoholism.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you
It's
definitely get
so-
that vibe.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Because-
But no, listen, I totally understand you checking out because that part, that was the
is
creepiest
scary.
part.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
it's the dream thing. Like if
Yeah.
we're staying in reality, I'm like, cool,
I promise
all
you
right.
that was the last. There's no other dream sequences though. There are
Yeah,
no
that's true.
other ones that.
But
that
Yeah,
Jesus
well,
Christ, those dreams
like-
were fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
They were
I'm
Jesus
sitting in my
crazy.
car
It's still stuck with me.
I'm reading the spoilers of like this happens, this happens, this happens. I'm like, fuck that.
Oh.
Right.
like I was prepared because I went through and I'm like, okay, the MPAA rating is there's violence for forks and faces. And I'm like,
Yeah, right.
all right, well, how bad can a fork in the face be? And then I'm like, they're peeling the flesh from with a I'm like,
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
right. Real.
That part was. Oof.
That was the
Yeah.
one part. So it was so fun. I've never really been to a movie before where someone has like grabbed onto me as like a thing of safety.
I'm
And I
the
went to see this
grabber.
with Chris, and this is definitely not his kind of movie for the most part.
Aw.
He was interested in this because I think the marketing got him. I had never seen the trailer for this, thank God. But like toward the end of this movie, he just like he kept grabbing my arm and he was like grabbing tighter and tighter and tighter. And I kind of loved it. And like that also added to
Oh.
the experience for
cute.
me
Mhm.
because I was tense too. Like it's very tense.
Well,
And
I never
just
saw
to
a
feel
trailer
him like
either.
reacting like that was nice.
Yeah, I was like this to Trey.
Yeah,
His
that's how
arm was
Chris
like in here. I was like this. I was like,
Yeah.
That's a good.
And yeah, and I think
I had nobody but the woman screaming beside me, so I was
Okay,
good.
right.
What's the scariest moment on film that you guys have experienced in a theater?
oh,
ooh.
wow.
I mean, that was
So
pretty
while you guys
scary.
think about it, I will say that
Oh, I already know.
mine was the movie Seven, when the decomposing guy suddenly wakes up. Like I
Mhm.
literally
yeah, hell
jumped out of my chair for that. So
okay.
what's the scariest scene in a movie that you guys have ever experienced?
Oh,
I think
God,
for
I'm gonna have to think
me-
about that.
It is, and God, people might make fun of me for this. I don't know. I've had very few movies truly actually scare me in my adult life. But one of those movies that did, and let me set this up really quickly. I was freshly out of a long-term relationship, living by myself for the first time in a long time. And I was dating someone, but we didn't live together. And I wanted to go see this little movie that I'd heard about called Paranormal Activity.
Oh God.
And that movie absolutely scared the fuck out of me. And there is a part where, because basically these people in the movie, if you haven't seen it somehow, like they set a camera up at the foot of their bed every night because weird shit's happening overnight. They're just trying to film while they're asleep.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah, and you see crazy things happen, sort of, and it's a slow burn. It's not exactly action-packed or anything like that, but it's all genuinely creepy and very tense. And there's a part in this movie where something is going down in this like witching hour time that it does every night, and this bitch gets drug out the fucking bed by something you cannot see. And
That's
let me
scary.
promise you, when I got home that night, I again lived by myself. I slept with my fucking bedroom lights on for a week over
Really?
that shit. And I've never had a movie affect me like that as an adult. It really got under my skin. I was like, I'm not getting that drug out the fucking bed. Absolutely not. Nope. I'm leaving the lights on. No. I didn't even have a pet at the time. So yeah, no, that shit scared me for real. And I love Paranormal Activity, most of the franchise, actually.
Okay.
I think mine is everyone knows this scene. It's a pretty popular scene. It was Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, lots of good ones in that one.
And it's not even really a truly like scary thing. It's when Buffalo Bill, she catches him and he puts his arms up and then he just kind of turns and just kind of like slithers away.
Oh, that made
And
my nipples get
yeah,
hard. Oh my
That
god.
I just got
the cards falling out of his hands,
Ugh.
and it's one movement.
reptilian or alien just moving away, and we see what this person is capable of.
Sure.
The traps that he has set, the charisma that he has, and just how truly evil he is. And now it's her job. Oh, I'll just go find him in his house. And that just, I don't know. I remember I had like a small panic. I could feel my heart in my throat.
Sure.
Just, I'm like, shoot him, motherfucker! Don't fucking just shoot him. And he just went away. It was
just like this, like the sound in that, where it's like the of the glasses and her yelling in the cave, and
she's reaching out and just that was great.
I've had a good number of things give me that feeling for sure in movies. It's just not too often that I guess those things like stick with me beyond leaving the theater. Longlegs actually, when I saw that last year, It's one of the few movies that I've seen like in recent years for sure that like did kind of stick with me a bit after I left the theater. And like I lived it in a different place at the time. I lived by myself again. And it was nighttime when I got home. And I remember walking up the steps to like go to my apartment. I was just like,
You run up the
"Ooh," I
stairs.
just
You don't
didn't
walk
feel good. I was
upstairs.
like, ew, something's wrong. Like
You run upstairs. you
something
don't
don't
walk
feel right.
upstairs.
Yeah, real. There was that like feeling of like
Nicholas
something there,
Cage, what
something
are you
behind
doing
you.
here?
Yeah, for real. And I mean, it didn't like haunt me. Like I slept fine that night, but yeah, I chase that feeling. Oh, I want it. I want to be
Nope.
scared.
Yeah.
What about you,
I'd
Carly? What
have
do you
to,
think?
I mean, I guess I'd have to kind of agree with Chad. Other than Paranormal Activity, I think that's like the last movie that I felt genuinely unsettled and definitely did not want to sleep with any doors open, nothing open, just close everything. But other than that, I would have to say the show, The Haunting, what is it
Of
called?
Hill House.
Yes. Okay.
Oh
That
my
one,
God, for
that
real.
I don't know. Yeah, that really messed with me. I found that whole show to be genuinely unsettling, creepy. That
Very
scared me. But yeah, not any movies lately.
Well, Weapons does have a.
Yeah. Other than the
Weapons is
shears.
going.
scene
Weapons is
from
going.
Weapons.
Yeah.
is
Oh
going
yeah.
to
No.
be
That's
that for
pretty
somebody.
tense. Yes. I mean, I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
definitely.
It was very.
It had moments
That's
for
the
real
thing. It
that
was
stuck
very
with me.
tense, like in the theater, but it's not something that. I mean, obviously, I get excited about it, thinking about it afterwards. Like, oh yeah, that was a very tense.
You didn't bring
scene.
it home though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of how Oddity was for me too. Like there were very few movies that made like my
Yeah,
my
I don't
whole
know.
body
Actually, you know
break out
what?
in goosebumps.
That was pretty creepy. So I will say that
Yeah.
made me feel pretty unsettled too.
It has very effective sound design and like the use of like the camera in certain
Doll.
parts.
and
But I
the-
think especially kind of the fat sound design and jump scares, which I don't normally usually love all
Yeah.
that much, but Oddity is masterful
Yes.
with the jump scares. I was like, oh
They
shit,
work.
like yeah, my whole body was like goosebumps, and I was like, shit,
Mhm.
okay, that was well done for sure. But yeah, go see Weapons, guys, for sure, and
Yes.
watch our video on it, Carly. As if we haven't talked about it enough tonight, but yeah,
Right.
Carly and I talked about it. We talked about it, just her and I, and yeah. Anything else anybody wants to say before we get out of here? Are we looking forward to anything? I mean, Mr.
Well,
Nobody
wait.
2 is coming this
Yes,
week.
Mr. Nobody too.
Don't you have a decision to make about a movie?
Oh,
you
yeah, you do.
I do.
Chad, have you
Okay.
even been thinking about it? Who won?
I have, and I would like to.
Who won
present
and why
my
is it me?
No.
This was
You won
actually
last
very
week,
hard. I thought
Do what?
everybody did really, really good, but let me show you the reason
Okay.
why I'm picking the winner.
Is it the Jacob Tremblay? Yeah.
It is.
I knew it. I knew it.
And I have to go with Coach because I mean I want to save this image and just
Make it your profile picture on Twitter. Absolutely.
Maybe, could you imagine? That would be amazing, actually.
That's my Tinder profile picture now.
Aw.
I mean, this is everything that I want in any movie. This casting of actually, I would just like a one-man show of Jacob
Of
Tremblay
Jacob
as
Tremblay.
this thing, like as Gollum. Very good, yeah, very good. But I thought everybody did a great
Well,
job for
hoorah.
sure. And even though I'm not a super big fan
Congratulations,
of Lord of the Rings, and Coach, you win nothing other than
Bragging
I think
rights.
you're-
no,
big
we're tied now, and we're just.
But
just,
everybody
you
did
know.
really do so good. Everybody took it very seriously too, and like it just was well done casting across the board. So I could tell you all put thought into it, and yeah, good stuff. And yeah, and I did want to say too before we get off here, even though Carly and I just put up Weapons, our next thing for Chad and Carly's Creepy Corner is going to be some of our favorite vampire movies. So if you have any to recommend, please do, because I put that out on Twitter and I had a couple people recommend things that I had never seen. One I had never even
Ooh,
heard
like
of.
what?
Martin from George Romero.
Okay. I've heard of
I've never seen it, and
That's a
I'm
TV
Martin,
show,
curious to
Coach.
watch
I
it.
was thinking
Yes.
the same thing.
that. Martin.
Okay,
No,
right.
it's not that one. It's not the 90s show.
Martin.
Mhm.
Not that.
That's a good show.
There's no Coogee in this show. Like, so yeah, if
I
you have
love
any vampire movies,
I got to
I
check
do
that
too.
out. I look
I'm
forward to
very
that.
excited for that.
Vampire
There's
movies
so
are awesome.
many that I like, and I'm always such a weirdo with this shit, and I want to like recommend things that are like, is
Right.
that actually even a vampire movie? That's just how I roll, guys, and I can't help it. So I'm trying not to do that this time, but I'm also not trying to pick Bram Stoker's Dracula and like that.
Right.
I don't know. It's just it's
One
hard.
spit-
Same ones.
but there are a
Once
lot of
bitten.
really good ones.
I was a
And that- I
teenage
think-
vampire.
Yeah,
Best
and that-
friend is a vampire.
My best friend is a vampire. I love that movie.
Blackula.
Me too.
I saw a couple people put that, and I
There's,
actually haven't seen it. So
Little
haven't seen it
Vampire with the kid from Jerry Maguire.
Yep.
A vampire in Brooklyn.
Well, and I don't think I'm going to pick this
Yeah.
for the show, but I'm going to throw it out there because I do think people need to see it. And I know I've mentioned it on this show a couple times. It's called The Transfiguration, and it is from the last decade for sure, probably 6, 7, 8 years, something like that. It is certainly not your typical vampire fare. I would not call it a horror movie even necessarily, and this movie had me sobbing by
Aw.
the end of it because it's a story of like an inner city boy who truly believes he is a vampire, and this pretty unfortunate life that he's living, a good friend that he has made, and the unfortunate consequences of his inner city life. And it's so good. And it does, I mean, I guess it could fall in the vampire thing, but it is very much about vampires and him thinking he is one, but it's just absolutely heartbreaking. It's heart-wrenching, and it's sad, deep, dark, indie drama, horror kind of, which is, of course, is the kind of bullshit that I love. So, but I'm not putting it on the thing because I am trying to be a little bit more expected
Better.
without being totally expected.
Well, I got
with
one
my
for
list. So, okay.
you. I got one that I'm the only one that's ever seen this movie.
Oh, okay.
Called Razor Blade Smile.
Oh, I have not.
Hmm.
I've never even heard of it.
It's awful.
Oh, okay. I like awful though. Is it like awful good though?
No, just awful.
Just awful.
Oh.
Yeah, but it is crazy and campy and ridiculous and tries to be cool and it's not. But yeah, Razor Blade Smile. Check it out. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure she was a porn star.
And I will recommend a book too, since we're on vampires, that I read this book like 5 or 6 times in high school because I fucking loved it, called Lost Souls by Poppy Z. Bright. I have not read it for a really long time, but I'm going to imagine I would probably still really like it. It's a
I
very
think
like,
I've read that.
I have
We listened
not
to the
heard
cock-
that name since I was like in high school.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like we listened to the Cocteau Twins and Dire Sheets Black, and we're like that
Mhm.
kind of shit, like gothy, sort of like modern vampire shit, but it's extremely good. And I loved that book. And yeah, I feel like it needs put back on everybody's radar if you like to read. It's in my like to be read kind of soon
Again, pile.
list. Yeah.
Sweet.
I would
Yeah.
highly recommend What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
There's an episode, well, the
Maybe.
TV show.
Okay,
About
yeah,
the TV
the
show.
TV show
There is an
too.
episode where the vampires go on trial in front of the Vampire Council.
Oh
Okay.
God, I haven't seen that.
And there are
The council.
there's like 5 to 10 celebrity cameos
Oh, wow. Okay.
of who this group of idiot vampires are on trial in front of.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I guess
that was a great episode.
the question I'll leave everybody with tonight is, when I pick Twilight, is the whole series just one choice, or like is each movie like my 3? So chew on that. No, I'm just kidding.
The series is one
The
stream
whole
of
series.
terrible choices.
Yeah. Honor
I'm not,
friendship. No, I'm kidding.
I have no shame in the fact that I like the first Twilight. I know it's not good, but I still enjoy it, and it's a kind of comfort watch, and I can get down with it. I don't care if they sparkle. It's fun.
Is this when we mentioned the werewolf hunter?
Oh,
Oh.
God.
We are still
That's for the
Taylor
werewolf.
Lautner.
without a date for Taylor
Lautner,
the
Werewolf
vampire-
Hunter.
Werewolf
And I don't
Hunter.
know if we talked about this on the show, guys, but I read a thing about that it's actually kind of a mix. It's like it's not a reality show necessarily.
I
It's
hope
like
not.
a kind
I don't know
of
if you'll find me
faux.
werewolves.
Yeah, it's like a faux reality sort of.
I'm with you,
like-
Carl.
That's some sad
Well, I
news.
thought for sure. I was thinking we
How
were like
can
in
it not
Zach
be?
Bagans territory. Like, I thought for sure that's what was happening with it.
Just have him seek Bigfoot again.
Yeah.
I picture the bad they don't have them in grocery stores anymore, but when we were all kids, it would be like Bat Boy found.
Yeah, hell
Like,
yeah.
it's-
Weekly
I
World
just
News.
picture
yeah.
like the Star
Good Lord.
News. Taylor Lautner
No,
finds
the sun,
werewolf.
the sun.
For sure. For sure.
Dave, you have some AI work to do.
Mhm.
Make a poster for it.
Bat Boy.
Bat Boy.
Mhm.
Oh my
Taylor
god, for
Lautner-
real.
Taylor Lautner doesn't find a werewolf, but he finds Bat
He did
Boy.
find-
That would be
Bat-
amazing. Oh, but thanks, guys, for coming back or coming for the first time. And again, check out Carly and I's video. And again, we got vampires coming up. We got the podcast coming again next week. And yeah, I guess that's it tonight. So yeah, thanks for joining us or coming back. And we'll talk to you next week. And
Mhm.
Carly and I will talk to you probably even before that. So good night, guys.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.